listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Momba, Tony D, and JYD.
Make it bounce, make it jiggle, what you sitting on? You know that you're gon' break it down to the floor. Break it down, move around, what you sitting on? You know that you're gon' break it down to the floor. Make it bounce, make it jiggle, what you sitting on? That ass make a brother need crash insurance. The booty get any bigger, you gon' need ass.
Hello, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to New Kids on the Pod. I am one of your hosts, JYD, and with me, as always, well, sometimes always, is Tony D and the guy that wasn't here last week, Momba. A disappointment in everybody's life, Momba.
You know what's disappointing? Being back in this fucking basement.
Whoa.
There's a fine layer.
This is a studio.
You respect the studio, my friend.
There's a maybe because I haven't been here in a while, but there's a fine layer of film on everything, dust. Ugh. It's just, you think you're done with a place and you kind of end up back here. That was my resolution, not to come back to this fucking place.
How does it make you feel that you've already failed? Like, what is it, like 15 days?
Not good. You know what? Because I did this out of pity.
Pity, did you not listen to our last episode? It was amazing.
No, I wouldn't even bother. I wouldn't even sully my phone by pressing play. But I felt bad. I haven't seen you guys in a while.
You missed us? Is that what you're saying?
I think, no, I felt bad for you guys as in you
great.
probably missed me.
No, it's actually been pretty great.
Me and Tony had a great time. We talked a lot of
gale
shit
time.
about you.
Did you guys?
And you were not here to defend yourself. It was fantastic.
And we had like a lot of pizza.
Oh, yeah. We had Al's Pizza. It was
fucking
phenomenal.
delicious.
Joker just told me he's losing weight, and here I hear he's eating pizza
So,
It was a cheat day.
yeah, it was a cheat day.
in that kid-size Superman sweater.
Bro, look at this. Look at this. Look at that.
Yeah, you know who you look? You look like
Look at that.
fucking Bizarro.
Look at that.
You don't
look
look
at
like
this,
Superman.
And look at that. Look at this and look at that.
Damn.
This is peak male physique. Why are you pointing at
For
this?
a male hippo.
This is what
Hippo.
Well, Mamba's like bulking up because he wants his 10-year challenge picture to look a little more dramatic.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So
this
he's gonna
is.
take a picture now, and then 10 years from now, when he's like all buff, he's like he wants it to be more for
More
more
like,
effect.
damn.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the desired male physique. Look, hundreds of years ago, people were starving and they could barely eat. We have evolved to the point where we could eat as much as we want.
Now we're gluttonous.
Speaking
Now
of
we're
that,
gluttonous.
did you guys see that the Minister of Health for what's that country? Something with a B. Give me some countries with B.
Venezuela.
No, because that person would probably be very
Bangladesh.
No, Belgium. Close.
Okay, Belgium.
Look up Minister of Health for Belgium.
Mamba's back. He is not going to stand for us looking everything up and showing videos.
First of
the
all,
whole
number
episode.
one, fuck Mamba. He does not decide what gets shown on this podcast.
Yeah, I was telling my girlfriend, I'm like, yeah. She's like, you got to go record today. I was like, yeah, I don't want to do it anymore. I get bored. She's like, why is it? Because that stupid word of the day and not an MMA minute. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Go to images.
Oh, is she too fat to be the health minister? Holy fuck.
Yeah, go to images of like.
God damn. She's bigger than Mamba.
Oh, man.
So there's a theory saying that
Here, let
That
me pull this up for everybody.
there's a conspiracy theory on Reddit about her saying that she's the Minister of Health because she eats all the unhealthy food in the country.
Oh, so
She's making a self-sacrifice.
she's like Jesus.
Yeah,
Obese Jesus.
but yeah, that's pretty. I mean, for a Minister of Health, it doesn't really exude confidence.
That's true. That's true.
But maybe one day it will.
But that day is not today.
Are you
Definitely
sure?
not.
Look, she could be on the cover of Vogue. She's very brave.
That is very brave of
She's
her.
very brave.
I mean, for her to apply for that job is extremely brave.
How bad do you think she wanted to get to the White House when she saw that spread that Donald Trump had for those
I bet you
football
like,
players?
I bet you just like every like a lot of other political leaders, they don't want to come to the White House. They don't want to come.
she was
But I
looking
bet
for
you
a
as soon as she's
reason.
like, oh man,
She was looking for a reason.
she was hitting up Donald Trump like, hey, what's
yeah.
up? What up, big head?
Yeah.
Like, what's good, stranger? Junkyard, what the fuck?
I don't know. It's not working. Hold on.
What's not working?
My fucking Chrome capture. Hold on.
Can anybody see it? What's going on right now?
Not yet. Hold on. I'm working on it.
Okay. So
Anyway,
it's just a black screen.
Are we even recording?
here we are. Wait, what?
Are we recording?
What's that?
That's what I thought.
Wouldn't it be funny if like none of these episodes are recorded and Junkyard just uses this as an excuse to hang out? Like we've just been talking to
That's
each other.
true. That's true because I don't have access to the website. I mean, I do, but
You actually all do, but you just don't use it.
exactly, and he bet on that. He bet on the fact that like he gives us access to like this fake ass website, but since we never like even attempt to look at it, like we don't know that they're fake credentials.
Yeah.
And he's been making up all these numbers.
I get it.
And Pete West and all the listeners that we like have
They're like
confirmed
me?
are fake.
Oh, they're just Junkyard.
They're Junkyard. They're pre-recordings of Junkyard.
Oh yeah.
He pre-records himself
All right, there's the health minister. I got it.
as someone else. Oh, we're already over that, Junkyard. You can. Get
Oh,
rid of
okay.
it.
We'll go through some of the other pictures just so
That's
don't-
true. Yeah. Let's.
That doesn't do her justice. Is she too fat to be a health minister? No, I mean,
Is Chris Christie too fat to be governor? I don't think so. What the fuck is going on here?
You should just take it off when I gave you the chance. I try to give you an out, Junkyard. I'm trying to help you here.
Oh, fucking
just click on
Chrome.
another picture.
I can't.
He
Chrome
can't.
is busted.
He's out of fucking RAM.
Oh, I know why. Hold on. I know why. That's why.
Did you try hitting Control Alt Delete?
Yes, sure did. Did I turn it off and turn it back on again? Yep. Sure did. There we go. We is back. All right.
Well, she definitely is healthy.
It depends on your definition.
Like-
of healthy.
Well, she's not.
Like she's a healthy eater. Yeah.
She's not famished at all. I don't want to be a part of this. This is fat shaming.
It's okay because you and I are
She
both
is
fat.
a big woman.
It's not fat shaming if you're fat. It's like if
What's her name? Maggie de Block. That's her
Damn.
name?
I mean, she's more of a
De Block.
ball than a block. Whoa.
No, that's a great nickname for a fast person. Oh, here comes De Block.
You know what? That's fat shaming, guys.
That is fat
You,
shaming.
you should both be ashamed of yourselves.
I don't like fat shaming. Junkyard likes fat shaming. Earlier today, when we were talking about that Ghostbusters sequel that you tagged us in, Junkyard I hope that fat bitch isn't in it. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, fuck that
Chill.
bitch. First of all, she's the most overrated fucking actress in like the world.
That's fine. That's fine. But why?
Second
why-
of all-
that's fine. But why do you have to comment on her weight?
It's just a fact. She's fucking fat.
Yeah, but you don't know her internal struggle. You don't know if it's like a medical condition.
No, it's just that she loves to eat,
Maybe she has an overactive thyroid.
Yeah.
or she's just fat.
Or maybe she just found her
And,
niche.
and not just that, but like, why is she always falling down? Is it because she's fat that she falls down, or is it because she's dumb that she falls down all the time?
So you're saying it's either her idiocy or her gluttony that causes her loss of equilibrium?
Exactly.
Very
I just
interesting
think you
theory.
need
Junkyard.
to take it easy, bro.
No. Fuck her and fuck anybody that likes her,
Give
including
Melissa
you.
McCarthy a break.
Fuck
One,
that
I think
bitch.
I think she's from Chicago.
I don't give a fuck.
So we need a.
And she's related to Jenny McCarthy, who
need
doesn't
some-
believe in autism,
need
or
some-
autism goes
No,
into remission.
that's the problem. She believes in autism too much, and she thinks that it's caused by vaccines.
And it goes into remission.
But also, have you seen Jenny McCarthy's face lately?
No, I haven't.
It looks like she has some autism in her cheekbones.
That
It's
is
terrible.
beauty shaming, Mamba.
she got injections. So I guess I was on New Year's Eve. I guess we could talk. I didn't talk about New Year's Eve with you guys.
No, you didn't.
All right. Well, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
talk
but we
about
talked about it last episode, so keep it moving.
What'd you guys do?
Talked about a lot of stuff.
We talked about all sorts of stuff. If you would
No,
have listened,
like-
you would know.
Can I ask what you guys did on New Year's Eve?
No.
Even though it was 15.
Go
days
back and
ago?
listen to the episode if you want to know what we did
We
on
talked
New Year's
about
Eve.
that already.
Okay. Well, moving on then.
Let's get to Urban Dictionary Word of the Day.
We don't have that segment anymore.
You're right. Let's get to today's word by Urban Dictionary.
And what is that word?
That word is fucking fat bitch.
That's more of like
That's a sentence.
it's more of a degrading sentence than a word.
Anyway, so to recap, Mamba, we got rid of Urban Dictionary Word of the Day and we added a new segment, which I will do now. I'm actually combining segments.
Can't we just like forego segments?
No. This is going to be great.
Can't we just
No.
ramble?
No. People like something to look
No,
forward to.
they don't.
Yeah, they do.
We need some stability.
Yeah. We need a little
We
stability.
need some consistency.
Yeah,
And segments provide that consistency.
Exactly.
Whether it's good or bad, it provides it.
exactly.
I don't think so. People like things that are destabilized.
So I'm doing everybody's
Like-
favorite segment,
Like governments.
The government.
Mamba's L of the Week.
I did not grant you permission to use that.
But it's also our new segment, the W of the week.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Are we gonna get pulled for that?
No.
Probably.
Anyway,
You took a movie scene and you took a song.
I just took a quick snippet of him
It
saying,
was very blurry, Mamba. If you hadn't pointed it out,
and they can't
the
see it. They can only
RIAA
hear
I
would've
can
been
sound.
none
for
wiser.
those who can't see, it's from the movie 21.
Well, nobody would have known that if you wouldn't have said that.
exactly. No one's seen the movie.
Mamba?
Anyone.
Also, you know who's in that movie? Kevin Spacey. So now we're promoting pedophilia, and I don't agree with that.
Mamba, it's just a soundbite.
I don't want to promote anything that has to do with Kevin Spacey.
You don't have to.
Do you have any snippets from R. Kelly? We support him.
Oh, that's a great.
Hold on, we're gonna talk about that in a little
No,
bit.
I'm gonna talk about it right
Well, we
now.
already talked about
Actually,
it
we're
last
gonna talk about
episode,
it,
so you had your chance.
It wasn't even out last episode.
It was
Yeah, it
out
was.
last episode. The whole series was out.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
If you go back and
Oh, so you guys watch Lifetime?
No,
Oh,
Tony
I
watched
bet you
it.
watch. I bet you guys watch Spike TV too.
Anyway,
Do you guys watch the Paramount Network?
back to my L/W.
what's your L?
So my L is Donald Trump, our president, chief, whatever the fuck you want to call him.
Commander in Chief.
Our Führer in chief.
No, that's what I was going for. Or Führer in chief. Anyway, so he gets the L for the whole Clemson
That was
football
hilarious.
thing and the McDonald's.
Is that a no?
That is an L.
Are you sure?
Because,
Mamba thinks it's more like a
well,
W.
yeah,
For obvious reasons.
yeah, exactly.
At the end of the day, look, I'm not a football player. I didn't go to college. But at the end of the day, if I get McDonald's,
You're happy.
I'm happy.
But see, the thing
Now,
is,
if I get free McDonald's,
but what if that
even
McDonald's?
better.
Yeah, it is. But clearly, it's already cold.
Right, because they had
know-
it stacked up.
We don't know that.
Dude, they had it stacked up, and it clearly didn't just come from McDonald's. It was sitting on a table. They weren't on like heating trays or
yeah,
anything.
there
This
was-
is the
okay, look.
government we're talking
Exactly.
about.
Yeah,
exactly.
they're shut down.
Exactly. So there were no heating. There were no heat lamps, and everything was nicely like stacked. It doesn't come inside the bag like that.
Right.
So someone took the time.
Okay, so let's just say that it's room temperature. It's room temperature McDonald's, which is still fine.
Yeah. Have you had room temperature fries?
Yeah, those fries are soggy as
Fucking
shit.
disgusting.
There was enough nuggets where you didn't need to get fries. And not only that, did you see the assortment?
I did see the sauces.
The assortment
He
of
did spring for
He
extra
had like
sauce.
5 of each
Yeah,
sauce.
But come on, let's be honest. They didn't charge him for those sauces.
I don't know.
I heard that he didn't get dessert because the ice cream machine was broke. There was
Could have got apple pies. Anyway, that shit is a fucking joke.
Do you think they still give him a hard time about like all the extra sauce?
But see, here's the thing about that. Like I agree that that was a joke, and I think it's like if I were
Agree to disagree.
if I were a football player and I just won a national championship and I got invited to the White House for dinner and I go there and it's cold fast food, I'd be like, the fuck is this bullshit?
Right, like you're fucking.
I'd rather just get McDonald's at home where it's nice and hot.
Also, also, you're part of the NCAA. That's a free meal. You're not making any money, so you should be happy.
It's true.
No, but it's like you want to spend billions of dollars on a wall, yet you can't buy some decent fucking food.
The government is shut down, bro. The cooks aren't working there. They went home.
Yeah, so he said he blamed the government shutdown because
Bullshit. Bullshit.
so. But I think no matter what he would have, I think if he would have sprung for like a lavish dinner.
Well, it doesn't have to be lavish. It just has to be not fast food.
That's true. Like if you like, he could have just hired like 5 to 10
And-
people from the block
and let's
throw on a grill.
Oh, yeah. What
yeah,
if?
Some
do
carne
something.
asada.
Okay, what if he put out a little bit more? What if he got Tony just talked about it on his Facebook? What if he fit the bill for some Shake Shack? Would you be okay with that?
Shake Shack's a lot more expensive than McDonald's.
Okay, so we
But it is a lot. It is also very delicious. Which
Shake Shack is good. I had it for the first time last
that is
month.
that is my gripe. How come no one ever told me how fucking good that shit was? That shit is
I thought
delicious.
they-
I've only been first time I went there was last month, so I didn't know.
Which one did you go to?
Downtown.
So they just opened one by my job, and I went to it today. It's been open only for like a few months, I think, and pretty legit. I mean, yeah, it's a little pricey.
It's very pricey.
But it is. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's their spicy McChicken, delicious.
If you get a certain credit card, we're not promoting because they don't pay me. If you get a certain credit card, every month you get $10 back if you go to Shake Shack.
Really,
Yeah.
just $10 every month.
So
$10 credit.
without saying the credit card, because obviously we're not getting paid for this. Give me a hint. Is it everywhere I want to be?
No.
Is it?
It.
What are some other taglines?
You just say you should always have it with you. Like if you leave,
Don't leave home without it.
Exactly.
Okay, I know exactly which one it is now. Ah, really?
Yeah.
Is this also one of your more recently acquired cards?
Yeah,
it's one of your more recently.
Yeah, my
acquired.
latest card.
So I know exactly which one it is now. But we're obviously not going to say it.
No.
But if you want to know, PM us or send us some DMs.
Yeah, if you
We'll
try,
let you know.
I'll give you all the deets. If you need a referral, actually, you know what? Maybe I should say the credit card. Like, you need a referral, I'll hook you up. You get 50,000 points for the first $2,000 you spend in 3 months.
What can you do with those points?
Flights, gift cards, all sorts of shit.
You get 50,000 points, right?
Yeah.
And every 10,000 points is 10 cents.
Nice.
So you get about a good $1, maybe? Oh, less than $1.
It's 1 cent per point.
1 cent per point?
Yeah. So 10 points would be 10 cents.
So 50,000 points is
$500.
500. Yes.
that seems a little too good to be true.
It's not.
That is
It's
pretty good.
It's a promotional rate. I mean, that's what you get for
okay.
if you spend $2,000. Like you're not always gonna get
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
50,000 points, but if you spend 2,000 in the first 3 months, fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. Hit me up if you're trying to get an American Express Gold. I will send you a referral link. You get 50,000 points.
And you get $10 back.
You get $10 back if you go to Shake Shack every month. It's a $120 dining credit every year. So if you spend $10 a month for 12 months, you get $10 a month.
That's
It can be
great.
Shake Shack, Grubhub, Seamless,
Can it
Cheesecake
be,
Factory.
Can it be McDonald's?
No, it can't. Well, it can be McDonald's if you get it through like Grubhub or some shit, and you go pick it up or whatever. You know, obviously they don't deliver, but some McDonald's do. But if you do something like that, then yeah.
I'm very interested. Can you show us your card?
No,
Hold it to the camera.
I don't have it
us.
on me.
Well, how do I know that
Yeah.
this is a real offer?
Here, I will show you.
No,
yes.
no, I want the actual card.
there.
Yeah.
It's right there, right there.
What's
Look.
the pin
Yeah,
or the security?
there appear to
It's
be
rose gold
the
too,
back.
guys. I know you guys like rose gold,
I
There
do like
appear
Rose
to
Gold.
be
I want to get
no-
it just for that.
but
no
you
numbers on the
can't get it
card.
anymore. It was limited edition. It was only till the 9th.
And I don't want it anymore. Let me know when it comes back. When it comes back, I will take your referral.
I sent you a referral. Did you get it?
You did send me one, but I didn't send it.
Anyway,
I was too busy doing the math
Why didn't you send me a referral?
with the annual fee.
My credit's in the 700s now.
is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations, Momba.
Look at Momba moving on up.
I mean, it's not the high 700s, but it's
But it
the
doesn't.
700s.
Dude, that's still fucking
That's
good.
that's still considered a good credit.
yeah. So how does it feel to be part of like the 1%?
I feel like I want to buy a house. Whatever house
you can. Now you
whatever
can.
house Junkyard picks, I'm gonna pick.
How about whatever house Junkyards pick, buy the one next to it?
Yeah, so we could be neighbors. I'm gonna have. I'm gonna
Yeah,
have.
you know what? That is a good idea. I'm just gonna erect a giant phallus in my backyard.
Go ahead. I love that.
I would love,
I'm
that's
gonna put
something
a.
that I would love.
I'm gonna put a
What you
bar in
gotta
my
do is-
basement.
Is erect a giant vagine.
Or
That'll really irritate him.
I'm gonna build a trench that goes underneath Junkyard's fence and into his backyard, and I'm just gonna go there whenever I want,
Nice.
and then take shits in his backyard.
So you guys don't want to quit the podcast just yet, because when I buy my house, I'm gonna have a bar and I'm gonna have a kegerator in there with 2 different types of beer
You don't even drink.
straight off the keg. No, but when I have when we do the podcast, when we get some fights going,
Oh,
stuff like that.
you don't even let people come over here. Why would you?
Because this isn't my fucking house. This place sucks.
It basically is.
It's not. It sucks. And plus, it's too small. There's no space. I want to have a whole basement. It's gonna be.
All right.
The works.
So what you're saying is that it may be worth the 2 extra miles. On the,
Yes.
So it'll be worth the 2 extra miles. Mamba has to drive there to pick me up. That's fine.
Mama hasn't picked you up in a really long time.
Yeah, he has it.
I mean, I guess if you wanted to, but I don't really use his HBO Go anymore. I found out that my girlfriend has HBO Now, so
We talked about that last week too, but you missed that.
what do we talk about?
Talk about some punk ass, trick ass,
Trick ass-
mark ass
some-
bitches.
some- Mark-ass trick.
Somebody built an algorithm that'll.
No, they tricked on me,
And now
and
he
I
doesn't get
don't have free HBO Go.
He used to have it. Like,
Remember,
he's-
we talked about it in a few episodes, like a while back.
what do you-
Oh,
if-
somebody. Maybe it was. See, that's why would you put your business out on a podcast? Somebody
because
Yeah.
he thought he was amongst friends.
Yeah,
Oh.
but clearly these listeners are trick ass, mark ass bitches.
I bet you it was Poncho. You just.
That's what I said. This probably was Poncho's bitch ass.
How are you gonna watch a new season of True Detective? I forgot that actually came out.
One of my friends hooked me up with the password.
Oh,
with his password.
Better watch as much as possible because they got that. Wasn't there a story that somebody made an algorithm?
See, the people are getting scared for nothing. It's like a company brought it out on CES, like during CES, that the whole algorithm, whatever, blah blah. But what people don't realize is people have like Netflix and HBO have to pay for that shit. Like you think they're just gonna give it away for free? No. Like who says they're gonna want to pay for that?
That may
for
be
that service.
That may be why Netflix is going up $2.
Maybe it is. Anyway, let me get to my W. So, because we totally get sidetracked. My L was Donald Trump.
Your W was McDonald's.
No. My L was Donald Trump giving McDonald's to Clemson. My W is here in Chicago, Alina, or Alina, or how you pronounce the name.
Aaliyah.
The restaurant.
Aaliyah.
Yeah, the restaurant.
Aaliyah.
No, not Aaliyah.
She's dead.
Alina, the restaurant, is offering Clemson to come and eat at the restaurant for free. Now, that is a high-class meal. They are a Michelin star. Actually, they were the first Michelin star restaurant, the first restaurant to win a Michelin star here in Chicago. I think they have like 2 Michelin stars. They're pricey as shit. I think it's like $200 per plate. Something crazy like that. It's super expensive.
Michelin stars, aren't they the ones that make tires?
Yes.
So why am I going to take advice from people who make tires?
So for uncultured people,
hey,
let me explain.
Wait, who are you
Michelin
talking
stars.
about? You just said
I didn't say it was you. I just said for uncultured people who don't know what Michelin stars is. I'm going to explain.
Excluded though, right?
Right.
Okay,
Some
but
of
I
us.
asked that question and your rebuttal is kind of offensive.
Well, I didn't say it was you.
Now I'm not going to ask any more questions.
Now, for you to be
I'm taking a math class. If I was like, teacher, I don't understand. And if she's just like, well, for you fucking idiots in the class, I'd be upset.
well, I didn't say it was you. So
Okay.
if you're upset because of what I said, there's something in you that makes you feel that way.
Yeah, like I think you just brought that on yourself.
Yeah.
Like you just exposed yourself.
I know what Michelin is. I just wanted to see if you guys did.
Anyway, for those of us who don't know, who excluding everybody in this room, Michelin, yes, the Michelin Tire Company, years ago, like many years ago, started their own guidebook. They would go. It's actually started in Europe,
like a travel
like
guide,
a travel guide. Yeah. So they would go from place to place, restaurants to restaurants, and they would award a star to like the best restaurants and at the time it was Europe. So and it became really, 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 really prestigious. So if you get a Michelin star, a star from the Michelin travel guide, it's like the greatest honor any restaurant could ever get because it's very, 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 very difficult.
It's the equivalent to winning a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, not that easy because everybody wins a Nobel Peace Prize.
Damn. So it's even harder.
Yeah. It's like
Does
it's like getting Mia Khalifa's number while you slide in her DMs.
Hey, she's committed now. I follow her on
There
Instagram.
you go. So it's even harder.
Is it awarded by the Michelin Man?
No, it's not awarded by the Michelin Man.
Okay.
I think it'd be more prestigious if it was.
if it was,
Yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, so a few years, like maybe I think it was like 10, like between 7 and 10 years ago, they came to the U.S. and I think Alina was the first one in Chicago to win a Michelin star.
Oh, nice.
Now I think Chicago now has 4 or 5 restaurants that have Michelin stars.
I only know of one. I didn't know Alina's was a Michelin star.
Yeah.
The only one I know of that has one was like I think Arby's.
Are you sure?
Dude, have you had their fucking roast beef?
Bro, curly fries. How do you curl a fry?
Potatoes aren't curly.
Yeah.
Have you seen a potato?
Anyway,
Give
so,
them all the stars.
Just give it all.
So yeah. Anyway, so the W goes to Alina for offering up free food to the Clemson football players.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's like
The W goes to Alina, and the L goes to Aaliyah for marrying R. Kelly when she was 15.
oh, speaking of R.
She got a
Kelly.
career out of it.
Speaking of R. Kelly, let's get to everybody's favorite segment. Yours, mine, your neighbors, your uncles, your aunts, everybody's favorite segment. Actually, no, this guy's a mark-ass trick. Maybe I don't even want to fucking do this bullshit-ass
You
segment.
think he's the one that tricked on it?
Yeah.
Probably.
Poncho segment. Poncho segment. Poncho segment.
Because in this podcast, you're guilty until proven innocent.
Exactly.
So everyone's a fucking suspect.
You too.
Ah,
Anyway,
Let me erase my call history.
so his email says NZOTP. He says, "What up, new Z's on the pod? You guys been keeping up with Surviving R. Kelly documentary series? Yeah, we talked about it last week. First and foremost, the man is a problem, and I do condemn all the crazy shit he's gotten away with. I have... Oh, sorry, I thought you were going to say something. I have more sympathy for the girls under the age of 16 that have somehow found their way to him because they're kids and they weren't grown enough to realize what they were getting into. But I can't help but put some damn blame on their parents for letting another individual be the caretaker of their kids. If my kid was 15 and some music executive promised to help my kid get their music career off the ground if I relinquished guardianship, you better believe that scumbag would not get that. And he might end up with an ass whooping for even proposing it. I mean, it's not like we didn't already know or at the minimum suspect R was a pedo. The man was dodging for years about his pedocapades, but for whatever reason, he's been giving a pass for all these years. On another note, how do you feel about this whole Kevin Hart fiasco? I think the culture we've gotten has gone to a point. If you have ever fucked up by saying something insensitive, you are condemned by social media until the masses are pleased, which in this case, it was messing with Kevin's role as host for the Oscars. From an outsider's perspective, a marginalized group felt marginalized by Kevin Hart, so social media has in turn marginalized Kevin Hart. Last, I remember comedians say controversial things for laughs. Not that I think Kevin is a good comedian, because he's not, but I said that.
He sells out stadiums.
Who sold?
Does your comedian sell out stadiums?
Yes.
Doubt it.
Dane Cook sold out.
Doubt it.
All sorts of places.
Dane Cook. I think you should have just stopped yourself at Dane Cook.
Anyway, but why are we bringing something up from more than a decade ago after he already apologized for it? Shit, if we're living by these terms now, you might all be better off not having a wide audience. JYD would get doxxed and lose his job.
Or lose his HBO Go pass.
that was the worst of it.
Yeah.
At the video rental place, he would kiss his keyholder duties goodbye. Anyway, we need to stop finding reasons to be victims and to be stronger people. Thoughts? Pancho out. P.S. What New Year's rezos you all got lined up to fail this year? You should set the bar low. So I'd suggest JYD makes a resolution that he only gained 20 more pounds.
Damn.
Why are you laughing so hard?
What? Oh, I thought that was internal laughter.
Tony D gets his restraining orders from down to 25 yards. And Mama purchased a gym membership, but not actually go.
Been keeping that strong. Planet Fitness just took out the monthly $20 that I pay them.
I thought it was 10.
No,
I got the black
membership
card because I really didn't want to go.
So okay, let's go ahead. I guess Tony already talked about R. Kelly. I still haven't watched it. What do you think, Mama?
It's really good.
You still haven't watched it?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Well, the reason I watched it is my girlfriend.
Yeah, right. Your girlfriend.
No, usually when we're in the living room, I'll tell her to play. Now that I have a Nintendo Switch, I watch whatever you want. I'm not even paying attention.
So you're just like this?
Yeah, the whole time. And then occasionally I'll touch her foot just to let her know that I'm there.
Yeah.
That's how we spend time now. But I knew a long time ago that he was a pedophile. Like when I was in high school, because when I found out that he married Aaliyah, I was like, she's only 14, or she was only 14, 15 at the time. So I always knew that there was something not right about him. But at the same time, that man can fucking sing. When I was watching the show, they shouldn't have played his music, because the whole time I was like, damn, he made some hits. Ignition
remix.
Yeah.
I Believe I Can Fly.
I Believe I Can Fly.
You know-
I Wish. That song that he did with Jay-Z, Fiesta, just banger.
Oh,
after
yeah, Fiesta was good.
Chocolate Factory. I was like, oh my God.
You know what R. Kelly song I think is the most, at least in my book, the most overrated, the one that I fucking hated?
What?
The one in the closet?
That was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Trapped in the Closet?
Yeah, Trapped in the
That was
Closet.
just more of a story than.
Yeah, I know, and I just
But
I
that
never
was
like it.
funny.
Nah, I don't know, I don't like it. I never liked it.
That was a hilarious video.
Yeah, there was a midget.
Yeah.
And he pulled out his Beretta. not a Chevy Beretta, the gun.
I thought it was funny.
Anyway,
What do I think about it? I mean, yeah, he does some pedo stuff. I guess Now it's more so, I guess he's running a sex cult,
Yeah.
but I don't think that's a crime.
No, it's hard because no one's being held against their will.
Yeah, nobody's being held against
And
their will.
everyone's like now 18 and up.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't have a problem with that.
You should have a problem with that.
By running a sex cult?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's wrong.
That's impressive. I don't condone it, but
But you don't have a problem with it.
I don't have a problem. If these women want to be there, he's not like forcibly holding
Yeah,
them
but
against
he's like
their will.
brainwashing them.
How can...
Because the thing is, like, he starts to, what do they call it? Conditions them. Like, because even though they're 18, like, when he meets a lot of these girls, like, they're
underage.
They're 16, 17. And then once they're 18, like, they move in with him. But he conditions them to think a certain way, to feel a certain way. And even at 18, it's still, like, kind of...
No, I get it. When you're that young, you're not mature enough.
You're impressionable.
You're very impressionable. And we talked about this last time. Like, the reason he gets or so much that he gets a pass, or the reason why he's been getting away with it is because of the people that he targets, the young girls that he targets. A lot of them come from broken homes, low income, and they're from, like, black communities. So, like, and he pays them off. He pays them and their family, and I guess they're okay with it, because a lot of the victims that they talk to, they're like, yeah, well, they ended up settling.
Yeah, like, for example, the girl that he made that video on where he pissed on her.
Yeah.
I didn't know for a long time that the reason why that charges got dropped is because the girl in the video, allegedly, her and her family, they were like, no, that's not her.
No, it wasn't alleged. He really did piss on her.
No, I know that. He pissed on somebody. But the girl that they said was in the video, and there was other witnesses, they were like, yeah, that's her. The girl and her family were like, no, that's not my daughter.
Yeah. Not only that, but the girl in the video didn't want to testify.
Yeah.
The parents, because he paid them off.
Yeah, and I think he...
and he even paid off, like, her uncle, because her uncle did testify and said, although that's not my niece.
Yeah, so you can't help those that don't want to be helped.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So I guess aside from being like...
He's a predator.
Aside from being a predator, a pedo, and a master manipulator, like,
And a master baiter.
He knows how... I think we're all that. He knows how to pick his targets.
But the thing that I'm saying is, like, I knew that he was like a pedo back in the day when I found out that he married Aaliyah.
Yeah.
So, like, it has been known for a while, and if people continuously work with him or, hang with him, I'm not victim blaming, but you should kind of, like, know better. You know what I mean?
If it's well documented that he's a pedo, if there's hard state records, basically, if you marry a 15-year-old at 27, that makes you a pedo. And if there's, like, a piece of paper that is open to the public, these aren't, like, sealed documents. You can go to the Cook County Courthouse or Cook County wherever, the records office, be like, hey, let me get a marriage certificate for such and such, and they'll give you a copy. And yeah, and you'll see that, like, she lied about her age. She said she was 8. Well, I think his former manager said that he's the one that forged her documents to say she was 18. Because obviously you can't fucking marry a 15-year-old.
I think we talked about it before in an episode. I remember laughing about it here, but the best part of that is when after he gets acquitted for that trial, and then he has that interview, and the first question they're at.
They go into that. They talk to the guy who did the interview.
Yeah.
And he's like, I was just blown away.
Yeah.
He's like, my plan was, all right, I'm going to start off with some easy questions, and I'm going to get into the heavy hitting stuff. So the first question is like, it's like a volleyball question. Like, oh, hey, what do you say? And his answer is like, how, like, it's what? Like, and it's funny because Aziz made a funny skit about it too. When he's doing the skit, he's like, yeah, RK does his interview, and the first thing they ask him is like, so, do you like teenage girls? The answer should be no.
Yeah.
And his answer was like, Define teenage.
Yeah. now when you say
when you say teenage, how are we talking about here? And the guy's like, "Are you fucking kidding me? This was your freebie. This was like,
you should have hit
say
that one
no.
out the park.
the answer. There's only one correct answer, and it's
It's
no.
no.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he's like,
Define
define
teenage.
teenage.
And then he got into detail. He's like, "Well, I got 19. I got friends that are 19. No, R. Kelly.
No.
you shouldn't." But at the same, like, I didn't know after watching it. He allegedly got molested when he was a kid, so that could be an explanation for it. I'm not saying it could. It makes what he does right, but isn't it statistically kids that were molested when they're younger grow up to?
Yes, it's
Molest others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
that's sad.
kind of explains it.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta watch it. I haven't had a chance because I've been busy watching you.
pretty compelling. That's a good show too. I think I'm halfway
Yeah,
through.
thanks, Mamba.
Hey, no problem. That's what I'm here for.
Oh no, Susie put me on. Shout out to Susie Q for putting me on. You know what else she put me on? It's fucking really good. You guys should watch. Haunting on whatever. What the fuck is that?
The Haunting of Hill
That
House.
is yeah.
Mamba put you on.
No, I'm pretty sure Susie put me
No,
on.
Mamba put you on because Mamba
Shout
put
out
me
to
on.
Susie. Thank you for putting me on.
No, I'm pretty sure Mamba put you on.
I think I know who put me on.
Do those
Yeah.
glasses only allow you to see what you want to see? Is that what's going on right
Because
now?
Mamba put both of us on.
Nope, I don't recall that.
2 for 2 right now, dog.
No, you're three for three.
Oh, Ozark, right?
Ozark,
Oh,
the Haunting of Hill House, and you.
So did you finish watching it? You?
I am 2 episodes away from finishing it.
I think I'm on like 5 or 6.
No, I'm on like 7.
I already know what's gonna.
So no
I'm not gonna spoil it. I was watching it with my girlfriend, and we got pretty far. And then one day I come home from work, and I walk in the living room, and
She was watching without you.
yeah, and it was the last,
And you didn't-
last scene at the. I just say, "Hey, what's going on?" And I walk past the TV, and I see what's happening.
And you didn't break up with her?
I was like, "You bitch."
You didn't break up with her right
I was like, "Oh, whatever. I guess I'll just."
I would have fucking. I think that's terms for
See,
like
this is
breaking
why
up.
this is why relationships are terrible. Because then you have like if you're really into a show, now you have to like
Watch it together.
you have to watch it together.
Yeah.
And then if your schedules don't coincide, you gotta wait for them. And
Man.
then if you have free time and she doesn't have free time, you gotta wait.
Hey man, you got to pay the piper.
Fuck that.
That's why I think, like, I haven't seen season 2 of Ozark because I watched it with her.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm just gonna say fuck it, just
I mean, sure did it to you. I mean,
power through.
I would say I would give you the okay on that one.
But that show we did watch together, The Haunting of Hill House.
That was a great
We
show.
like watched all 10 episodes. in
Shout
a
out,
weekend.
shout out to Rudy, Tony's brother. He put me on The Bodyguard, or not The Bodyguard, it's just called Bodyguard. Not the movie The Bodyguard, the show Bodyguard
Should I check it out?
with Rob Stark. Dude, it
should.
is fucking
It is really good.
fantastic. It won Golden Globe.
Really?
I mean,
Yeah.
a Golden Globe. I mean, it's no fucking
Emmy?
Oscar. It's no Emmy, but whatever.
But
Golden Globe. No one gives a fuck
it'll
about
probably
that.
win an Emmy. But anyway, yeah, watch Bodyguard. It's fucking fantastic.
A
I'll check
Golden
it out.
Globe is the cinematic equivalent to like a participation trophy. No one gives a fuck about fucking Golden Globes.
Yeah, it's more of a party.
Thing is that Golden Globes and like the Emmys are more for like TV shows because they don't give Oscars to
Yeah.
TV shows.
Well, that's because they suck.
TV shows suck. Then why do you watch so many of them?
The silver screen is where it's at. Wait,
Then why do you watch so many TV shows?
Silver screen is movies, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Silver screen. That's where it's at. Fucking Oscars.
You know,
Everything else. What else? Fucking the SAG Awards. We're gonna start like saying those are cool too.
Those are good. Those are actually very prestigious amongst the
Yeah.
acting community.
What's another stupid one?
Are those the ones where the actors and
Get the awards,
in
yeah.
the industry?
Yeah.
It's basically
vote
like,
for each other.
It's
It's-
basically like if we had a podcast host award and then all 3 of us got to vote
Yeah.
for each other. So it's like
Obviously-
So all it is all
Obviously, you guys would all vote me.
definitely not.
I would,
So all it is-
we'd probably all vote for ourselves.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so we
Well,
would
you
just
would be
tied.
lying to
It'd
yourself.
be- well, yeah, of course you would. It'd be a
Yeah.
3-way tie.
Oh wait, hold on. Speaking of myself, we have YouTube comments, and one of them is actually says top notch JYD. Twice. You see that? So that
I'm pretty
so
sure.
give him-
I'm pretty sure that person posted it once, and then you.
Hey, man.
you clicked like
it shows up twice.
You click submit and like nothing happens. So then like you refresh and it goes away. So you do it again, and then all of a sudden it pops up twice, and you just didn't want to delete it.
Let's read a hooded dude's comment. He put another comment earlier, but I didn't read it.
Well, read
But
that one, too.
This one I gotta go back and look for it.
Well, look for it.
It says so. This last one he put was, haha, you guys should add this as a segment, reacting to dumb videos online. That ma'am shit with your reactions was hilarious. Mamba, you weren't here for that.
What are you guys talking about?
Talk about
The ma'am video.
It is ma'am.
Oh,
Yeah, you missed out on
You're
that.
talking about Superman.
Motherfucker. Call me sir. Well, I will take you. I will show you a sir.
Yeah, you missed out on that one, Mamba.
He's like, fuck. And then he kicks that
See what
thing.
happens when you're not here.
And then he fucking kicks that display. Like, he kicked it really good. Like,
That was at a GameStop, right?
yeah,
Or
like
something?
he punted that. That was a good kick. Like, a good solid, like,
Yeah.
she.
Oh shit!
That shit
Scared
fucking
me.
fell down.
Motherfucker.
I already seen it. You don't have to show. You know.
No, I'm not showing it.
What's in your
Relax.
library? Let's see what's in your library.
Nothing. This is the NKOTP.
Click
what do you
that.
But I like that idea. We should watch, like, short, like, maybe, like, 10, 15-second clips of, like...
This is shit we do on the podcast.
Why does it say Hank
Except for-
Williams, Obama, and Hitler?
Because we were. Oh, I think I showed trying because I was trying to get that where it goes, Obama. I was trying to get that soundbite,
Oh,
but
we
it's
didn't.
hard to find.
We didn't talk about Pancho's other question.
Yeah, hold on. We got another question. We got a couple other questions from Pancho. So his next question is,
No, not that. The Kevin Hart thing.
oh, yeah. Well, he's got a couple more questions, so we probably have to go through.
Well, I'm gonna answer this one first before you start reading.
yeah, go ahead.
I think it's silly to judge people on what they said a long time ago, especially on social media. Like, how long did
It was a few years ago.
it was a few years ago. You know what I hate the most? Facebook, they have those stupid memory things.
Oh yeah.
And every once in a while, when I wake up in the morning, I always see a memory of something that I said, something that I posted on Facebook that I
Like
thought,
about making a podcast.
yeah, it haunts me every day. But every day Facebook would say, "Hey, today in memories, you said this," and it'll show like a status or something that I put, and then I'll look at them like, "Why did I think that was funny?" Like,
All right.
I bet you I thought I was such a fucking jokester back in 2014.
You still think you're a jokester?
I am.
Keyword is think.
But yeah, like, people change over time and people say stupid shit. It just, unfortunately, that social media, it captures it.
It keeps receipts on everything.
Well, we have this fucking podcast. We say stupid shit every episode.
Oh, I know. And
And it's funny because I'm thinking, I'm like, man, like, what if, like, maybe we should, like, delete some of those really terrible episodes that we talked about. But then I look at, like, there's over, like, how many now? There's, like, over 100.
Yeah, we're like at 140 something.
Yeah.
and
like,
you would have to go through all of them. And
Yeah, it's too much work.
Yeah, Joker, get on that.
And they're already out on the internet. Once they're out, it's like they're everywhere.
yeah.
Like, you
well,
can't
I don't
delete all
think
of
they're
them.
everywhere.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
They're everywhere.
It's not like people are sharing them.
They're everywhere.
But also, not only that, but Kevin Hart is a comedian.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like it's comedians. I think have to
He
be held
might
to a
not be
different standard.
very funny,
He's not.
but he's a comedian. And comedians say shit.
They do. That's their job is to
Yeah.
say shit.
Yeah, like Kramer at the Laugh Factory.
Well, that's different.
Oh, how is that different? He's a
'Cause-
comedian.
Yeah, but
Comedians say funny shit.
He first of all, he wasn't a comedian. He's an actor. There's a difference.
Oh.
And also, I
Well, he
don't.
was just acting.
And also, I don't think those were jokes.
Exactly. He just started spouting off the N word.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just going
that-
around saying the N word is not really a joke. It's a kind of a hate crime.
Yeah. So anyway, and he was talking about lynching too, wasn't he?
I don't know. Maybe. Why not? Once you've gone that far,
Yeah.
what's to stop you from going?
Anyway, let's get to his next question. He says, "Since the Surviving R. Kelly series has hit TV, have you streamed any R. Kelly songs? Asking for a Fran."
Well, I don't really stream his music that frequently,
Uh-huh.
but I like I said earlier when I was watching that show, I was just like thinking about all the hits that he made. I was like, damn, he's a really good artist.
Yeah, I really never streamed any of his music. I think and they pulled him off Spotify, right?
No, what they did was they're not
Well-
going to promote his music,
He's not on any of the curated playlists.
Yeah.
Oh, I got
so
you.
you can
So-
still listen to his
So basically,
stuff.
like, if you want to support a pedo, you can. But Spotify's not going to help you do it.
So I was actually planning on streaming it, not because I want to listen to it, more because so my wife is not from here. My wife, she's from Mexico, so she's never heard of R. Kelly. R. Kelly wasn't big
yeah.
out there. So
Really?
I want to watch the show, and she's probably gonna like it. She likes documentaries and shit like
Yeah.
that. So for her to like have some background, I want to play his music so she can kind of understand who he is.
Are you sure you want to do that? Because what if she
What
what if she starts to swoon?
Yeah. What
The
if
next thing you know, she's hitting up that warehouse.
Yeah, she's buying a one-way ticket to Atlanta. Damn.
Well,
Are you prepared to take that risk?
I know where the studio is.
He's doing me a favor.
I know where the studio is. I can give her the address.
Yeah, there's a bunch of protesters outside.
I Googled it. I looked it up. I was like, hey,
You can go protest with them.
no, I want to go in. Never come back out.
Anyway,
I want in on that party.
That'd be funny if my girlfriend like showed up. She's like, you need to come out now.
Tony, have you streamed any of his music?
I listen. I have his music, but I'm actually not ashamed to say this anymore. I did not pay for any of it. Like I have like basically all of R. Kelly songs.
Be careful what you say in this podcast because there's some mark ass, trick
There are
ass
some
bitches
hard-ass
out there.
Look, I'm not saying. I'm saying what they don't. Somebody could have given it to me as a gift.
Oh,
Somebody could have given me a $50 iTunes gift card, and I could have downloaded them all. All I'm saying is that I have his songs, and I didn't pay for it. I'm not saying I got them all illegally. I'm just saying I didn't pay for any of his music,
gotcha.
and I am proud of the fact that I did not pay for any of his
Gotcha,
music.
because the money's not coming out of your pocket.
Nope. R. Kelly is getting none of my money, and he
Ah.
never got any of my money. I lied. He did. When I used to have touch tunes, I would have.
Oh,
to,
yeah, you would play,
I would fucking play
Ignition.
remix.
No, and you know he also got our money when we went to go watch "Love Don't Cost a Thing" at Harlem Corners
Oh yeah.
because they played Ignition. I think like 2 times in that movie,
That's
or maybe
double
1
the,
or 2 times.
That's double the royalty.
So you get the
Oh,
he got
man.
royalties from the movie. So they probably had to pay for the rights to play it.
Yeah.
which is more than royalties.
So does that make us supporters of pedos?
Yes.
Fuck. I guess that sucks.
But this was before we knew he was a pedo, so it's okay.
Okay, cool. I feel a little bit better about that.
And plus, Christina Miliano was in that movie, and she's sexy.
She probably fell victim to it too.
Nah, I doubt it.
No.
I think she was already too old by then.
She was already of age.
All right, I'm probably gonna regret saying this,
But
but in the documentary, I noticed that a lot of the women that were accusers, it's like they weren't worth sexually assaulting.
what?
Okay,
Bob, this would have been okay last episode because last episode was a non-canon episode.
This is canon.
This is canon.
no, this counts. All right, well, I'm going to apologize now
For the future.
for when somebody Kevin Hart's me, and I have to apologize for what I said. But I'm going to reiterate, a lot of those.
So you're
women,
apologizing, you're repeating.
I'm going to explain myself.
Okay.
A lot of those women were very homely.
Well, yeah, because he didn't like them because of their looks. He liked them because.
No,
of their
yeah, I was talking to my coworker about that. She's my coworker's a woman, and she's a black lady, so she was gossiping about it in the office, and she made a good point. She was like, "Yeah, he didn't go after women that he thought were attractive. He went after women that he knew he can control."
Oh yeah, because he's a predator.
And I was like, "Yeah, that's true." I was like, "Because none of those women were like super attractive,
Yeah.
and if you did go after a woman that was super attractive, she wouldn't wait for you to feed her. She'd be
Right.
like, I'm hungry, motherfucker."
Yeah.
And most really attractive women know they're attractive and get the attention for being attractive.
Yeah.
So they get everything they want anyway. Like they
Yeah.
don't need R. Kelly to
Yeah.
give them anything because
No,
they get it.
Like I said, he was
Yeah.
a master at picking his targets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a predator. He is the definition of being a
He's a
predator.
predator.
Man's got to eat. Probably shouldn't have said that either.
No.
Definitely should have.
What was I talking about that? Oh, when you said about streaming his music, I don't like that. Like services could do that now, where
What?
they could just if they don't like you or they'll just like they'll. Take,
Why? What's wrong with that? It's
What's
a
wrong-
private
see,
service.
But see, what's wrong with not liking a pedophile?
Okay, I see what you're saying,
Yeah.
but it's a slippery slope. So
I don't think it is because it's a private service. Like, so for example, like they don't own the music. They pay for it.
No,
So
no.
if they're paying for a product to obviously to resell, if you want to call it that, and they don't like who's making the product, why
Yeah.
I get
why
you.
carry it? It's like Best Buy saying I don't like Sanyo TVs because they're garbage. Why are we going to carry it? Like it doesn't make
I get that.
you know.
I hear you. I understand. But what if it comes to like it's like who can't they do it to now? You know what I mean?
Well, no, look, like
That's the
Junkyard
point.
said, it's a private. They can do it to whoever they want. Like their job is to choose what music they want to provide on their service.
Exactly.
Now it's not like they're silencing him. Like
Right.
R. Kelly's free to put out. Why do you think he's on SoundCloud? SoundCloud's not going to silence him because they obviously don't silence anyone. They're all about the struggle rappers. But yeah, a lot of his shit's now on SoundCloud.
Right.
Why? because he still has a freedom of speech.
No, I get that.
So
but it's
can,
like
he can
it's
put out
like-
he can put out whatever music he wants on any.
He could sing about being a pedo.
Yeah,
I
he can do
get
that.
it. I get it.
But
But it's
like
it's
you
like
said-
when Alex Jones, they took him off of Facebook and everything. It
Yeah,
was like,
because
hey,
they're private companies.
Yeah. Like I don't agree. Like for example, Alex Jones is different. I don't agree that they took him off because, like you said before, like that's giving him power. Like they're empowering
Yeah.
him. That's different. But they have the right to do it because they are a private company.
no,
they can do
I
whatever
get
the
it.
fuck
They're
they
private
want.
companies. Yeah.
They can kick your ass off Facebook. They're not obligated to let you have a Facebook account.
They better, or else I'm just gonna make another account with another
With a different name.
Yeah,
Like Poncho.
yeah, exactly.
You should make one with your fucking beret and be Jean Le Baptiste.
Oh, that's my Nintendo. If you guys wanna add me on, I don't know how the fuck you add people on.
Nintendo.
The Nintendo-
You need a friend code,
I
and
know.
I'm pretty sure you don't know it because it's
I
like
don't.
more than 3 numbers long.
What are you,
Bro, get him
what
off
are you
you, bro.
insinuating with that, friend?
God damn.
Okay, what's your friend code?
I don't know off the top of my head. Do you know off yours off the top?
Fuck no, because it's like 12 digits.
Exactly. There you go.
So if I don't know it, I know sure as hell you don't.
God damn.
So you can't add somebody just by their name?
No,
That's pretty stupid.
That is stupid.
it is.
Because I want to tell people it's John Baptiste. I couldn't put my full name. I had to put John Baptiste on.
You can put John Le Baptiste.
No, I couldn't. They only let they don't. It's like a small amount of characters.
Have
that
you tried JON?
I always put J on.
Have you tried just JN?
Jin. Then they think I'm Asian.
Jin Baptiste. Anyway, let's get to Poncho's last question. You. That's what it says. It says, so it's cum, C-U-M.
Wait, have you read this already?
Yes.
Are there any spoilers in it?
No.
Okay.
So it's come, C-U-M, to my attention that Tony was attracted to a trans actress on You, but didn't know she was trans. So does that make Tony gay, bi, or if we're going by percentages, is it 1/4 gay? If you subscribe to the train of thought that of the last option, is he gay every 4th day? If so, what day out of the week do you all think Tony is battling for the other team, or batting for the other team, and why?
All right.
Asking for a friend, please discuss. Oh, and there's nothing wrong with Tony's life choices. It's 2019, brah. You do you.
All right. First of all, this was like we had this conversation. It was entrapment. I was fully because I posted that it was renewed for a 2nd season, and I mean I don't give a fuck, but I have a lot of friends that do, so I posted it for them. So Pancho commented like, "Oh, Tony, you remind me of Blythe, which is one of the characters on the show. She's that uppity bitchy
Yeah.
writer." And then he's like, "Oh, Tony reminds me of Blythe." I'm like, "Oh, that uppity bitch," and I just laughed. And then he messaged me. He's like, "Oh, dude, did you know that she's a transgender?" I'm like, "No, I didn't know that." I'm like,
You couldn't tell?
no, I mean,
Oh.
I didn't pay enough attention
It's
to it.
in Tony's defense. The shots from her like before the party. I don't think you got there yet because you're not in the episode yet. Maybe before the birthday party. There is.
I'm at the birthday party right now.
Did you watch the whole thing yet or no?
No.
Okay, so the episodes before that, she's like from far away.
Yeah.
Until that episode, that's when they like close up
Yeah.
on her. So you don't see you can't tell she's a dude or was a dude, whatever you want to.
Oh, I
She
can't-
does. She
I-
basically.
I could
Till
tell as soon
after.
as I seen it.
See, I couldn't because
I
still,
didn't-
only because A, I'm not looking for that,
Right.
and B, like I just didn't really pay attention to her. As she's in like
Yeah, because she's like in the background kind of. type
she's in the
thing.
background.
She says some shit. And then
She
she's
has like
whatever.
maybe 3 lines
And she's a bitch.
per episode,
so
and she's a bitch. So I don't give a fuck. So anyway, I paid no attention to her. But then when he told me, I'm like, no, I didn't know. So now, like, he spun this all around into this whole I was attracted to her, which is like, all right, well.
good thing I put that muffing.
Oh, I know why he
thing
said
on
that
your
because I
page.
did make a joke because he said like, "Oh, did you know she was?" I'm like, "No, I didn't." But that explains why I got a weird boner when I saw her. I'm like, why am I getting? Why is this? What's going on in my pants? She's just some random uppity bitch. Then he's like, "Oh, she's trans. That's why."
Good thing I put that muffing thing on your page so
That
you can
would-
learn how to muff
That's
trans
so
chicks.
stupid. So anyway, so then we proceeded to have this long discussion about how I'm like, oh, does that like so then after we had a discussion, I'm like, yeah, she's not terrible looking. I'm like, fuck, does that mean I'm gay now? I'm like, no. So we basically discussed it and we came to a conclusion that I am now 1/4 gay. So he's like, oh, so then you're only gay 1 out of every 4 days. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not gonna tell anyone which day that is.
Yeah.
So then I started thinking, So a question for you guys: would you rather? And death is not an option. Would you rather be 1/4 gay every single day of your life, or be fully gay one day every 4 days?
How far? How far is 1/4?
Okay, so 1/4 is like you don't do like full on gay. Like basically, you flirt with your homie, maybe touch his penis here and there.
I'd rather be full gay
Let's
7
see,
days
what
a
else?
week.
Maybe like you get drunk, you make out one of your boys. Just random shit.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Or none of that. But every 4th day, you're full on. You're gay for the day.
I'm gonna say a quarter gay. I'm already like a quarter gay. Yeah. So
Oh, I told you, like I said, I want to be 100% gay 7 days a week.
I like your commitment.
That is the correct answer.
Oh, we're gonna get in trouble now.
What?
Logan Paul got in trouble because he said he's gonna go gay for a month. So does that mean we're gonna get in trouble too?
No, because we're not going gay because it's there. You can't go gay. You just are gay. But I wish I was gay because they have so much more fun than us straight people, I think.
I watched this movie.
I look at. Hold on. Just before you get to that.
Oh, you're gonna
I
ruin my point.
So are you guys excited for that Queer as Folk remake?
Oh, what the fuck are we doing here? Hold on. One thing at a time. I look at the gays and I'm like, damn, man,
Okay.
they have such a great life. And not all of them, because obviously not everybody has
Did
great
they
lives.
dress nice?
But yeah, they dress nice. They're always groomed.
They're very clean.
Like they make an effort.
Uh-huh.
Like I don't know if I could ever be that committed to something.
My supervisor, his landlords are a gay couple. I think they're married. But I was like, oh, they own the building? He was like, yeah. I was like, oh, they must be rich. He's like, no, they just work at Gucci. I'm like, really? He was like, yeah. They just saved up money and they bought like, wow, that's nice.
Dude.
I can't work at Gucci. If I fill out an application, they'll kindly pick it up, set it on fire, and ask me to leave.
And that's just that, but I feel like dating a dude would be so much fucking fun.
Could bro out.
Yeah. It's like dating your homie.
They're like, hey, bro, want to watch the football game? Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Then afterwards, we could diddle each other.
Yeah. It's just like fuck and shit. Dude,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Have some pizza and beer.
Yeah. Never have to worry about the other one getting pregnant.
Or
Yeah.
like, if the other one gets fat, it's like, okay, I'll get fat too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so fucking. I'm so jealous of being. I wish I was.
Why don't
gay
we just all break up with our significant others?
and
Just
become
go
gay?
and go
Yeah.
gay.
But the thing is that you can't see like you can't just be gay.
Yes,
you
you can.
you have no. You can't. Okay. You can like be gay, but you'll never be gay unless you were born gay.
We
that
could
makes any
be,
sense.
Listen, in a society where everybody's picking their gender and
You should be
what
able
they
to pick-
want to
you
be,
should- you should be able to
why
pick your
can I?
sex-
Why can we not be gay?
Pick your sexuality.
But we could be asexual gays.
Because you'll never be fully committed to being gay. Because one day you're gonna see a hot ass bitch and she's gonna be like half naked. And you're like, fuck. I want to put my dick in her.
First of all, I wouldn't.
I would never call her a bitch.
Yeah.
I would see an attractive woman and I would be like, God damn, I really want to respect her.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's
Whatever
what
the case is.
That's me.
Then you're gonna say that and you're gonna be like, fuck, I'm not gay. Like I want to stick my dick in her.
So you
I'm
can
not
be
gay. Or respect her, whatever you want. Whichever you choose.
Well, it's 2019. You can be whatever you want, anytime you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. I guess. But see, like, my dick won't get hard for another man. It just won't. As much as I want
That's
it
why you're asexual, bro.
to. I don't know.
Yeah. You don't have to. You could.
It's too hard to be living in 2019.
You know what asexual is?
Yeah, when you don't have a sex.
There you go. Or you don't. Yeah. So there. You're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, but it was much easier living in the 50s where like being gay was bad, being straight was good.
That's
there were
it.
no other genders. It was easy. It was easy. That's it.
Everything was black and white because
Yeah. Blacks were bad, whites were good.
color wasn't even invented yet. Everything was
Exactly.
black and white.
Yeah. Well, it'd be bad for us because we're brown. Browns are bad. Whites
Hey,
are good.
Speak for yourself.
So,
They could easily assimilate.
but yeah, it's so much easier. At least everything
Yeah.
was yes or no, not like all this other stuff like
Mm-hmm.
trans, pan, like all sorts of shit. A
LGBTQIA
PK.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyway,
All right. What's next, Junkyard?
uh,
Anyway, watch You. It's a great show.
yeah, You was a great show.
Did you know that they purposely named that show because it's like super creepy? And when someone asks you, "Hey, what are you watching?" "Oh, I'm watching You."
Oh, good
And it's very aside from
Or "Oh, man, I was up all last night watching You."
Oh.
you know what I like about that show.
that it's got that Gossip Girl vibe.
Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna say. It is very aside from Penn Badgley, who came out in Gossip Girl, like it is very Gossip Girl esque.
I was gonna say that
It's
The
Gossip
narration,
Girl. Yeah.
the music.
I was
like,
gonna say that it was like Gossip Girl and Dexter.
It's more like Gossip Girls and Pretty Little Liars.
No. Mama's absolutely right. It is Gossip Girl and Dexter. I was telling my wife that the other day.
Because I've seen a few episodes of Dexter. Didn't he narrate?
He did.
Himself?
He narrated. Yeah, Gossip Girl both had narration. Gossip Girl and Dexter. Dexter was obviously a serial killer
Pretending to be
a normal person, which is like this. It's exactly. I mean, not exactly, but it's if you combine
They had
Dexter
flashbacks of a rough
dude.
childhood.
It's both shows. It's got the like New York and the uppity shit and the rich people and Penn Badgley, like all of that, along with the creepiness of Dexter. So if you put all of that together, they had a baby. It's you. So yeah, I loved both of those shows. So that's probably why I like you, because they're both
That girl
hybrid.
is the cat's meow. That
Beck
Filipino girl.
No, Shay Mitchell.
talking about
she's
Peach.
She's from Pretty Little Liars. Yeah.
She is quite the looker.
Yeah,
No
she-
man,
she's
Beck
very-
Beck is my
Nah,
cup of tea.
Beckalicious.
Yeah.
She's okay. No, she is attractive, but she's no Shay Mitchell.
No man,
She is no Peach.
Something
Nope.
about her.
Peach is just
Peach
very
does not get
peachy.
my juices going. She's too dark. She's,
Ooh, you should probably say that out loud. It's fine that you feel that way, but
No, it's like I'm not.
but the way it's coming off.
So this is no.
Your
This is
taste
my
are- your-
this is my preference.
Your tastes are very Aryan.
And which no. My my preference, because this is my personal preference. I mean, even though my wife is like an outlier because she's not any of these.
So
Yeah,
you're just,
your wife is exactly what you describe.
Right.
You don't like.
so
Exactly.
you're just settling.
So it's
is what
like
you're
you
saying.
got to go either one
Actually,
or two.
she's settling.
Oh, that's true.
You got to go either one of two ways. You got to go either white and blonde or 100% black. That's what I want. Either you're blonde or you're black. Like that middle ground where you're like brown.
No
you're
in
not
be-
like
no-
black,
no
but
in
you're
be-
not white.
You don't want no in between.
No, I don't want any in between. I want
You want
I
all
want
in.
either side of the spectrum.
But you want all in.
Yep.
I
You're
like,
either white and blonde or black. That's what I want.
I like the ethnic ambiguousness of what's her name?
Peach or whatever her real
What's
name
her
is.
real name?
Shay Mitchell.
Yeah, I don't know what she is, but
I think she looks Asian.
I'm gonna say
but, like,
Filipino.
yeah, she looks Filipino. But no, Beck is my cup of tea.
What is she? Look her up. Look up her nationality. Look up her 23andMe results.
What's her name? How do you spell Shay?
Shay.
Oh, it's the first one to come up.
Yeah, because
She has a husband.
Because Google's listening. What? Motherfucker don't make her happy.
I heard that she used to date Jimmy Butler.
Really?
Because Jimmy be getting buckets.
Damn.
Oh, it says right there she's a Canadian Filipino. I already found
There you
it.
go.
Well,
Yep. That's exactly what it is. Parents work in finance. Her father is Scottish and Irish descent, and her mother is Filipino.
Oh, okay.
So she's half white, half Filipino.
Okay. And all heartthrob.
I don't know.
So half Filipino, half Irish, and
Scottish.
100% sexy.
I don't know. I'm still a Beck type of girl.
Bet-
Guy.
Yeah.
Girl, guy. It's cool, bro. It's 2019.
You know what? You know
You're
what?
gender
You're
fluid.
lucky because if you would have said this in 2017, bro, oh man, this would have been like.
I love your gender fluidity.
But
Yeah.
now it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm a girl and a guy.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a Z.
You're a man.
I'm a Z. Just call me Zer.
Motherfucker, take it outside and I will show you a sir. You're showing me a sir right now, sir.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's
Let's
Let's-
that young opener.
hold on. Can't you open it with your keys?
Yes, but I don't want
It
to.
hurts his fingers.
All right, let's go. Let's move on to. It's a little bit of both, but not really.
Ooh, not fun facts. Not fun facts. These facts are never fun. Not fun for anyone. Not fun facts.
So I have a fun fact. Did you know that not a conspiracy, but
I have a
fun fact.
conspiracy
Okay,
here.
well, so did you know that a mirror is the only item you can never buy new?
What?
What?
Yeah,
How is that possible?
because every mirror you buy is already used.
Because someone has been reflected on it.
Exactly.
What if the company that makes them just like makes them like by machine and then they cover it right away? then it will be
But
brand
as soon
new.
as
Yeah.
it's produced, there's already a reflection.
Yeah, it reflects something. As soon as it reflects anything, it's already used.
That's stupid. Anyway,
It's stupid, right?
You know, it'd be a good.
So if you guys ever go to the store and they charge you, and like, oh, this, like, how much does it cost for a brand new mirror? And they say, oh, it's $100. All right, well, how much for that used one right there? Because
They'll say-
obviously it's already used.
they'll say, "Get out."
They'll say, sir, please leave the premises.
What you know how like there all these businesses like rideshare, and that's pretty much all I got. But I'm gonna start up a used condom business.
that's fucking disgusting.
Out of all the used anything you could come up with, that is probably like one of the worst.
It's a little, risky, but people are gonna be like, okay, I like it.
I don't think anybody's gonna.
No
say
one's gonna
that.
say they like it.
What if they were condoms used by like celebrities? Like
Okay, see, now you're onto something.
this one
Does it still have-
was used on Shay Michelle. Don't you want to wear the same one? We won't
No.
even clean it. All right.
Ew.
We're still in the branding phase.
You're in the brainstorming, like we're
Yeah.
still.
Anyway, so today's conspiracy corner is interstellar object may have been alien probe. Harvard paper argues, but experts are skeptical. So basically, this Harvard. So a few years ago, a mysterious object, came into our solar system. Actually, it was last year. Came into our solar system. It was everybody, like all the experts said, it was a rock, a rock from,
Like a space rock?
a space rock.
Oh shit!
But there is it's called the I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. I'm probably gonna butcher it. Omumama. Omama. Oh no.
Where does it say?
Omauma. So anyway, it just came back. It came into the Earth's atmosphere. But there's a what do you call it? Scientist that works for Harvard who is convinced it is a space probe from an alien what do you call it, civilization that sent it to be, so it monitors us.
Are we convinced?
What do you mean, are we convinced?
But say the scientist or this whatever is convinced that.
Yeah, that's what it is. But
So
other
are
people.
we convinced? I want to be told what to think.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's yeah. So basically, this researcher from Harvard, it's actually the Harvard Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics, says that Aomauma may be a fully operational probe sent intentionally to Earth vicinity by an alien civilization. They wrote the paper, which has been submitted to the Astrophysical Journal Letters. It says the theory is based on objects' excessive acceleration or its unexpected boost in speed as it traveled through and ultimately out of our solar system in January. Considering, I guess it passed by us. It didn't come through into our planet. Considering an artificial origin, and one possibility is that Aomauma, or how the fuck you say
Just
that,
say the meteor.
is a light.
Don't even waste time trying to pronounce that.
Oumuamua.
Just
Is a light sail floating in interstellar space as debris from advanced technological equipment, wrote the paper's author, suggesting that the object could be propelled by solar radiation. So the paper was written by Abraham Loeb, a professor and chair of astronomy, and Samuel Bialy, a postdoctoral scholar at Harvard Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics. So, and basically it's saying also that other people don't believe that that's necessarily the case, but they're like, these people from Harvard are convinced that it's a probe sent to
They're convinced.
it's a probe sent to monitor us. Like a satellite, if you will.
I hear you.
I mean,
Oh,
I feel more comfortable knowing an alien race is monitoring us rather than the fucking government. So. I mean, that's
Because they're just gonna pass by and they're gonna look at us and be like, "Who the fuck are these idiots?"
I mean, once they get a load of my dick pics, they're like, "Oh, we can't compete with that," and they'll just keep it moving.
yeah, because
do
they
you-
won't have dicks.
do you think?
Exactly.
So any dick is gonna be bigger than theirs.
Exactly. And they'll
My dick's gonna be bigger than
and they'll
theirs.
just keep it moving.
Do you think that when the aliens flew past us, it was like a Caucasian family driving through a bad neighborhood, just rolled up their windows, they're locked their doors.
They locked their spaceship.
That's that Earth planet.
Let's lock the
Let's
hatch.
go a little bit faster.
crank it up to double light speed.
So anyway, what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's possible that like aliens sent a probe to like watch us?
I mean,
No, this guy's a fucking nut job.
You mean the guys, plural?
I guess anything is possible. Also, I think a theory is more likely is that he's a was he a scientist at Harvard?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, all right, my life is pretty boring. I need to get some excitement. I'm gonna be the guy at Harvard that said that aliens exist.
I guess.
I just think it's more likely that it's a giant space rock, seeing as how space is filled with rocks. I wouldn't see anything out of the ordinary.
So you don't believe in aliens?
I don't believe in science fiction aliens. Like, I believe that there's life on other planets. The universe is huge. There has to be something. But I also think it's very underwhelming. It's probably some amoeba on a backwater planet.
Nah, I bet you like in other galaxies far from here, there are other humans or humanoid
Yeah.
creatures. I don't think they can travel here.
I don't think they're to fly. Space is huge. To fly at light speed is almost impossible. Like, it would take them forever to get here.
Yeah.
Unless they have like cryostasis.
Like I think like the vastness of the universe, like we can't possibly be, just because we can't reach. But there's got to be something else out there.
Yeah, but I just don't think they're driving huge spaceships.
For all the
I don't know, man. I've been watching a lot of Black Mirror. Anything
that a
is
good-ass show?
That's a great show. Anything's fucking possible.
did anybody tell you it was good?
Did you finish the first season or what? Which one are you on?
Well, it's an anthology.
I know I've seen it. I'm like, which episode?
Okay,
are
but
you?
I'm like telling everybody else.
Oh, okay.
Please don't make me look stupid like that again. No, I think, what do we watch? So my girlfriend watched it, and then she made me watch the episode where it was like a social media, like where everybody's rated.
Oh yeah.
So she made me watch that one. I was like, oh, that was really good.
That was a good one.
And then the new season came out, so I watched all the episodes in season 4.
Okay.
And those are good.
Yeah.
Metalhead was really good. The one with the robot.
Yeah.
That was a really good one. And what's the other one that I watched? Oh, the last one where it was like a Star Trek episode.
Oh,
It was like in a video game.
yeah,
but it was
yeah.
that was
when the
really-
guy was able to duplicate someone's consciousness
DNA.
and-
Yeah.
So I can't keep up with all these fucking shows, man. I just can't. Like, there's so many good shows that I can't watch all of them at once. Like, I got
neither can I.
I'm watching you. I mean, right now that's all I can watch. I can't. Like, I used to be able to watch 3 or 4 shows at a time. I don't have time for that anymore.
Hey, I get it. There's just too much. There's too much stuff.
We are in the
Golden age of
we are in the
TV.
golden age of
not even
entertainment.
Not even just TV. Just like
entertainment.
I have to decide between like whether I'm gonna watch. Well, that's why I'm not trying to suck Switch's dick, but I get to watch basketball and I get to play Super Smash Brothers because it's handheld.
But the thing too, like, I can't. Like, I want to watch Narcos. I still haven't watched
That was really good.
Narcos. I gotta watch Narcos. I want to rewatch Game of Thrones before April.
Good luck.
So I got to start doing that like now in
Yeah.
order for me to catch up. So it's just I just have so much to watch, and True Detective just came out. I haven't watched the first episode yet. Like, I just have so much to watch in such little time. It's like it's overwhelming.
Oh, that just came out. No wonder my brother texted me asking for my HBO password.
Wow.
I was like, well.
Yeah, the first episode was yesterday. I haven't watched it either.
Not yesterday. It was
Sunday.
yeah.
But yeah, you got to filter. You just got to filter
Yeah.
through what you like, what's worth it. I read an article about something. It was about video games. It was an article about like, if you're an adult, don't feel bad about not playing certain games.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, that's kind of true. Because you don't have all the time. When you're a kid, you could play. That's all I
Right.
did was play video games.
The only game I play is FIFA, and I play it maybe once a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like now as an adult, if I don't like something, I can't force myself to like, oh, I'll just power through. I'm like, no, I got to spend something else. Like I bought this game Monster Hunter,
Yeah.
and it was good, but it was really grindy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, this is gonna take forever. I was like, I got to spend my time doing something else. So
I lie. I play Marvel Strike Force on my phone, and I feel like phone games, even though they may be boring and repetitive,
Is that one good though?
it's all right. I like it because it's like you don't have to dedicate a lot of. I mean, you do have to dedicate time to it, but you don't have to like you play it anywhere. Like I could be bored at like
No, I get
anywhere,
it.
and I could just play it. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Like I don't have to like be committed to a system. Like there's tons of games I downloaded that I've never played on like Xbox because Xbox Gold had like a game,
Yeah, they have the free
games
yeah.
every month. So I downloaded like 3 or 4 games. I haven't played a goddamn one. I don't. So like years ago, this game I really really wanted to play. I'm sure you've all heard of it. Sleeping Dogs came out. I never played it.
I've actually.
I thought it was called Watch Dogs.
No, Sleeping Dogs is a different one.
Oh, I heard of it, but nobody played that game.
Well, I wanted to play it really bad just because it looked cool. I mean, it may suck. I just looked cool, and I downloaded it. It was free one day, and I downloaded it. Never played it. Watch Dogs, yeah, that was free too, and I downloaded that and I still haven't played that. Like, there's just so many games that I would like to play that I just don't have time. I don't have time to watch TV. I don't have time to play games.
Speaking of,
I don't have time
great,
for anything really.
you guys hear that Netflix coming out with that Fire Festival documentary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We should. You don't. Hold on.
Okay.
Pause. We should watch that on the podcast and comment on it while we watch it. That's an idea.
But I feel like we
Let it
wouldn't
stew.
pay attention.
I think this should be like a
No, it'd be like a like.
it should be separate from the podcast.
No. So like you know how other podcasts do like live.
No,
event,
yeah,
like-
I understand
like
what you're
commentaries?
I understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I want to appreciate it.
Well, we can watch it and appreciate it at the same time. It's like just like
But then
watching
I've-
with your friends.
But then I feel like I'm gonna have to say something.
You don't have to say anything.
So then they're just gonna listen to a podcast.
No, because I'll be like, oh, hey man, that's crazy. Like that. I didn't think that was.
Or you can say that after the fact on your review. so Netflix is coming out with a documentary about the Fire Festival, which we talked about. And for those that don't-
years ago when it happened.
For those that don't
Or
know,
last year.
there was a music festival that was planned by Ja Rule and Billy McFarland.
yes, that Ja Rule.
Yeah.
He playing
That Ja
music
Rule,
festival.
he was the face of this.
Well, he didn't plan it, did he? I thought he was just the
He was like a
spokesperson.
But
Spokesman.
he was in the initial plans.
Oh, was he?
Because and the thing is, like, so Netflix announced this documentary that's coming out that basically is gonna go into in depth about the whole debacle. And I always found it very fascinating how something like could be such a shitstorm. And we talked about it on the podcast before, but you guys should check it out.
With the sandwiches that weren't even like sandwiches.
But it's funny because I saw online, I kept seeing those ads like, oh, Fire Fest. That's how I first saw it. I saw an ad for Netflix, Fire Festival documentary. Like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I told you guys about it. And then I saw another one. It's called,
Wait, I thought Mama posted that.
I think it's called Fire, the Hulu one, right?
there's a Hulu one too.
And they dropped it like
They dropped it like 2 days ago. And I watched that one. So, and I was like,
I have
oh,
Hulu.
so you should check it out. Because there's one, yeah, you should, because I think the Netflix one comes out tomorrow or Friday. And the Hulu one's already out. So I saw that, and it's called, I don't remember the name of the Hulu one, but I know it's different from the Netflix one. And when I saw that pop up, I'm like, wait a minute, is that the same one? Or,
Yeah.
or did I post the wrong? I thought it was Netflix. So I looked at it. I'm like, no, it's a Hulu one. It says it's already out now. And then I was reading about it. So Hulu did this like on purpose. They came up with their own documentary, and they released it purposely days before Netflix. But not only that, the Hulu version actually has an interview. They actually interview Billy McFarland, who was the actual brains of the operation. Netflix didn't interview him because supposedly Hulu paid him $250,000
What?
to come to be a part of it.
like an exclusive.
And so what happened was that I guess Billy McFarland called Netflix and told him, "Hey, Hulu's offering me $250,000 to be on there.
If you give me more, well, I'll do it.
Yeah, exactly. He's trying to do a bidding war, and they're like, well, I mean, after all the people you really fucked, because he fucked over like a lot of people. After all the people you defrauded and you really fucked over, like I guess the producers felt like it wouldn't be like in good faith
Yeah.
to pay him to give
Right.
him money to come on the documentary. So they declined. So after he declined, he came back and said, "All right, I'll do it for $100,000," and he still said no. And so he ended up doing it for Hulu. Now Hulu says they denied paying him that much money, but they didn't say how much they paid him. So that was so that's Netflix's jab at Hulu. Oh, like here they like they talk about how this guy totally
Yeah.
fucked everyone over, and yet they're gonna pay him $250,000 to like come on and answer questions type of shit. And Hulu's like, no, we didn't pay him that much. So Hulu is like slapping back or hitting back at
Clapping
Netflix,
back.
clapping back. My bad, clapping back at Netflix, saying that one of the big promotion companies is called Fuck Jerry Media. I guess they're pretty big. They're the ones that they do viral ads and they like basically get the word out and they're big in the social scene. So Fuck Jerry are the main ones that started promoting heavily on the Fire Festival, and and they're saying a lot of it. Part of the reason why Fire Festival as a campaign was so successful, why so many people wanted to go, why everyone was like had to be part of it, and people started dishing out thousands and thousands of dollars to go, was because they created such a great media campaign, and this company that was behind it, like they knew the festival was never going to happen. They knew it was going to be a total shit show, yet they still continued to promote it. So this media company is the same one that is also promoting for Netflix. So they're like, how are you going to hire the same company that willingly knew what was going on and still continue to promote this festival that they knew wasn't going to happen? So their response was saying that how fuck Jerry Media, saying that they were misled by Billy McFarland just like everyone else, and so it's just a back and forth. So I'm gonna watch both of them.
Yeah,
but I thought that was pretty
That's
interesting.
cool. I'll check out the
You should check it out.
Hulu one.
Check out the Hulu
How long
one.
is the Hulu one?
Like an hour and a half.
I was pretty excited about the Netflix one, and then I saw that there was a Hulu one. I was like, I'll watch them both.
Yeah, watch them both because I'm interested in seeing if they're gonna have different takes on the whole promotion aspect of it. Because, like I said, the major promoting company for it is actually working with Netflix on it. So, are they not gonna fucking bash themselves? Obviously.
I have a question. Speaking of Hulu and Netflix, go ahead,
Really,
Momba.
you ever notice how like sometimes production companies will do that? They'll release the same movie around the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have the same idea.
Like
Yeah.
like Deep Impact and Armageddon.
Or White House Down and Olympus Has Fallen.
yeah.
Or
Olympus Has Fallen was better than White House
or
Down.
Friends with Benefits and what's that other movie? One of them was Justin Timberlake
and
Mila
Mila Kunis.
and then I think it was Friends with Benefits,
Yeah.
right? And there was one with Ashton Kutcher, right?
Vegas.
What was it? It was the same. It was the same type of movie.
Yeah.
And Cameron Diaz?
That was what happened in Vegas, right?
Maybe.
No. Oh my God! Now I gotta look it up.
But you're right.
And then A Bug's Life and Ants.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed that one day. I was like, why is there always movies that are like the same movie and they come out?
What about like Transformers and Transmorphers?
Yeah.
There's a
That was
difference.
a big one.
That's just a shitty production company trying to cash in on a better idea.
Anyway, so yeah, that's crazy. I don't know how they do that. I think they just people. It could be that like they either come up with the idea at the same time, or they hear about this idea
And
that
they're
someone else. They're like, we got to do something like that. Let's hurry up and let's get it
Or
out.
they're like,
It was Natalie Portman and Ashton Kutcher.
No strings attached.
No strings
That's
attached.
right.
okay.
So yeah,
right.
same movie, and it came out like.
I think the Timberlake Kunis movie was better than
Oh yeah,
that
of
one.
course, because it's got JT.
Yeah, anything with JT's
Yeah,
great.
exactly. JT definitely wins over the Cooch any
Yeah.
day.
It's funny too. It's funny because it was JT and Mila Kunis when Ashton Kutcher versus and Natalie Portman when Ashton Kutcher married Mila Kunis.
Damn, the plot thickens.
So they were against each other and they were future,
Husband and wife.
husband and wife. Yeah. I was trying to think of another.
And remember how Ashton Kutcher had Punked, and Justin Timberlake did a spoof of Punked.
yeah, and SNL. That was a good one.
The plot.
Very perceptive of you guys.
Anyway, what was I gonna say?
You said something about Hulu and Netflix.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah.
I have a question. You're right. Good job, Mamba.
You have to pay for
Surprised you
both.
remember that. No, I know you have to pay for both.
Hulu still has commercials, yes.
Yeah, that's not my question.
Oh, okay.
I have Hulu and I have Netflix. But my question is, how many streaming services is too many? Like, how many can one subscribe to before it becomes like?
I think once you sign up for DAZN, that's way too many.
I have a friend. We all have a mutual friend that has the Zone.
No way.
So we could
Swear to
just,
God.
so we could just
is
use
it
his.
is it Dr. Cologne?
And that's not Doctor. He might, but I don't think he does.
Because I specifically remember posting about. For those who know, DAZN is like a paid
Sports service.
sports service app, and it was supposed to be. I think isn't like centered around pay-per-views.
Kinda. So, like for example, Canelo Alvarez signed with the Zone, so
his
he's
fights-
exclusive on the Zone. The MLB. I was actually telling Mamba this. Well, last time we got
Plus, there's
together.
a gap, right? Because there's no more HBO boxing.
Right. There's more HBO boxing.
Unless there's like a gap.
So the MLB actually signed with the Zone too. You guys know NFL Red Zone.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how Red Zone goes from like the best plays for those who don't watch NFL or football. The NFL Red Zone goes to the best anytime any team's about to score a touchdown, which is technically like the red zone, they switch over to that game and they like show you like the scoring opportunity, whether they score or
So
not.
basically, yeah.
So they just flow through games
every,
and games
every,
and games.
Every Sunday, they
Yeah.
have someone showing you highlights in real time
in real time, right?
of every single NFL game going on at the same time.
Right, but they in scoring position.
Yeah. So, this team's in scoring position. Oh, this team just scored, and they show you the play. Oh, this
Yeah.
team's about this team at a fucking
Right,
a
and they
pick
just
six.
go through and through and through
Yeah.
and through it.
So they show you highlights from every game as it's happening.
I
Right.
think NBA League Pass is best. You could just watch any game you want.
Yeah, but the cool thing about the red zone is that like most of the games happen at the same time, where NBA doesn't.
Yeah.
So like most of the games happen at the same time. So like you can actually like watch the best parts of every game.
Oh, I guess,
basically.
yeah. I don't really
Because-
watch football, so
Right.
I
Oh,
wouldn't
it's
know.
really
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I love
Red
it.
Zone is fucking.
I love
perfect.
Red Zone.
I subscribed to Red Zone a few years ago. Like I don't watch football that much these last couple years.
I was gonna subscribe to it, but the only way I can get it is if I have to upgrade to the sports.
Yeah, the sports
'cause-
package. It's
'cause
like-
you
yeah.
can't get Red Zone a la
By
carte,
itself, right. You
which
have
is
to get it
fucking
with the
stupid.
package, yeah.
So what do? I find other ways to watch it.
Right. But anyway, so the MLB is doing something similar with the zone. So if you have the zone, and if you're a fan of baseball, which I know you guys aren't, but those who are can do the exact same thing. They will be switching between games and
To
like,
show you the most boring parts of every game as it's happening.
No,
because
the
that's
best
all
parts.
There are no best parts.
so like if
So all they're switching is to like, oh, this guy is warming up. Oh, a hit, and he misses. Oh, let's go to this other game. Oh, another strike. Oh, let's switch to this game. Oh, the manager's walking up to the mound. Let's watch that.
What's that Hannibal Buress joke?
Let's switch to another game. Oh, nope, nothing's happening.
That Hannibal Buress
Yeah,
joke?
that sounds really exciting.
He said that one of the most exciting things that happen in baseball is a no-hitter, which means absolutely nothing happens that game, and people love it.
well, that's exactly
Yeah.
what it is. It's like they'll be switching between.
Yeah, they'll
like,
be switching
games.
to them showing you another highlight of
a
a team
scoreless-
not scoring.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Oh, look, another team that's not doing anything,
so they're doing a similar thing on the zone.
which is really stupid. So
But anyway, and they also have Bellator, which if you're an MMA fan,
It's on the zone.
it's on the zone,
I don't know. I was thinking about this too, because obviously streaming is a new way to go.
right?
Like you can stream cable now and stuff. So far, all I have is, well, I pay for Netflix,
Right.
but I don't even use it because my girlfriend's is on the TV. So I was like, I'm gonna cancel my Netflix. But I was like, okay, what streaming service do I want? I was gonna download, or I was gonna get the ESPN Plus, just because the UFC fights.
Right.
I kind of want that DC Universe app
Right.
so I could watch all the DC shows.
Right.
But then Disney, they're gonna come out with their own streaming service
Right.
soon.
it's gonna have all the Marvel and Star
Yeah,
Wars.
so now I gotta. So that's like what,
And see,
30 something bucks?
That's a lot of money.
And they were talking about this how because of Netflix and how successful it was, that now everyone wants their own.
Right.
Yeah,
And it's gonna come to a point where like
CBS has their own.
now that because
If you're a CBS fan.
because at one point Netflix pretty much had everything.
HBO has their own.
And
Showtime has their own.
and so now that it's all gonna be just in fragments.
Right.
So it all so if you want to watch this, oh, you can only get it on this service. You want to watch that, you can only get it on that service. But so I'm like, if only there was one like universal service where you can watch.
There used to be.
anything
It was
you
called
want.
cable.
Oh no, there is one. It's called fucking Reddit.
That's illegal, sir.
I'm not saying I do it. I'm just saying
if you want.
there are means. Because see, here's the thing where you remember when Napster was huge and pirating was like at an all-time high.
Right.
The reason it was is because it was so easy. Because people will pay for something. People have no problem dishing out money if something is easy to use. Because at the time, Napster, the interface was just so like easy. You can just
Right.
type the song you want
And download it.
and download it, and that's it.
Right.
And that's
Kind of like Spotify.
exactly. But at the time,
Right.
there was nothing
No,
like it.
right.
So at the time, you had to physically go out, buy the album for the 3 songs you liked,
Right.
and then you can rip it to your computer.
Right.
But you've spent like what $12, $13 for 3 songs, maybe.
14, I would say, right? Because it
Depends.
average rate like 14.
If you get 'em on the release-
13 to
it
14.
Depends on
If
if
you-
you get like a deluxe.
if you get it- if you
copy
get
of
it-
No, because if you
If
the
you
brand
get it-
new, they
if
were
you-
like 13 to
if you-
14
But
dollars.
if you get it on new release Tuesday, you might get the $9.99.
Oh yeah. If you get the sale,
But irregardless,
it's still spending $10
you're spending at least $10 for maybe
per disc.
per disc, and every 2 weeks for maybe or every week, whatever new releases. So Napster, it was just so easy. See, with iTunes, it's basically the same thing. You just,
iTunes, Spotify, any of those.
but you're just paying
music
for it. And
carriers,
the
yeah.
thing is, they have like millions. Yeah. Now it's not an issue anymore.
Right.
Like no one's like the RIA is not like fucking shitting their pants because people are illegally downloading music. No, because they've just made it so easy and accessible. And with Netflix, that's how it is. You know, you
Right.
just log in, whatever you want to watch is there. But now it's getting to a point where like, oh, I want to watch this.
It's only on Hulu.
That's only on Hulu. Fuck. Okay, I want to watch this.
Oh, that's on HBO.
That's only on HBO. This is only on DC app.
Yeah,
This
this is
now,
only on Marvel.
This
or
is
like
now
the
only
Disney.
on. So it's gonna get to a point where like, okay, fuck this. Why would I get like 8 different streaming services
Right, when I just, right.
when I can just go to Reddit, get a link, and watch whatever the fuck I want anytime I
free.
want? Now, if I have no problem paying for that, like
Right.
if they had an option where I want to watch this, and whenever I watch, that company that whatever is hosting it, pay them the money for it.
Right.
Like you pay your subscription to watch whatever you want, whenever you want, and then they could divvy up.
And this
however.
used to be the same thing.
Yeah.
It's called cable.
Yeah, yeah.
Cable had everything you wanted to watch. You had to pay for cable.
And if you didn't want cable,
And-
you could buy the fucking box set.
Now we're getting now we're getting greedy. Now we want everything. So it's funny because me and my coworker were just talking about this the other day. Kids nowadays, so like when we were kids, and another coworker, I actually spoke to a couple coworkers about this, and we kind of came together
Were these
with like a whole
coworker-
solution.
Is this the same coworker that insulted your wife?
No,
Were
It's not.
these coworkers
Oh,
kids?
Do you
They're not.
do you avoid that coworker now every time
No.
because you don't want to like you?
I don't.
Oh, because you're spineless.
No, I stand up for myself.
No, you don't. You can't.
Anyway, back to what I was saying.
Fucking slug.
So we were talking about this. Kids nowadays don't know anything outside of what's happening right now. So, for example, when I was a kid, when we were kids, we used to watch shit that was on before. So, for example, Brady Bunch. Did you guys ever watch the Brady Bunch?
Yes.
Mamba, you watched Brady Bunch?
Yeah.
That was way before our time. That was in the 60s, right? Or 70s. Did you guys watch Gilligan's Island?
Yes.
No.
I watched.
I know of it,
Right,
but I
but
don't.
you probably watched a couple episodes, though,
Maybe,
right?
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah. Here
Okay,
and there.
right, here and there.
Here's my TV schedule.
on me TV.
Right.
When I was a kid, I would watch The Simpsons 5:30 through 6. Seinfeld was in the, and then I'd watch The Simpsons again at like 10:30, and then once MASH came on, I'm like, okay, well,
MASH
I'm
was in
fucking
the,
bored.
MASH was in the 70s.
When MASH came on,
I was like, I have nothing else to do.
When MASH came on, you had to make some business decisions.
Yeah,
Right.
I was like,
Do I really want to stay up, or should I just go the fuck to sleep?
Right.
like, there's not. I can't stream anything.
I fucking hated
it's
MASH.
It's only 1998.
Exactly.
Can't stream anything.
Yeah.
I better go to bed.
And you're either watching that or some infomercial.
yeah.
And see, that's the whole thing. So like now kids don't know. Like I did a little like poll. You guys don't. I'm assuming you guys know. You guys know who the Temptations are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, they sing "My Girl." You know all the hits. There's a lot of hits by them. Kids nowadays don't know who the fuck they are. Not only the Temptations, they don't know a lot of things that were like in the past. Like when we were kids, we knew, like for example, the Temptations. We knew Gilligan's Island. We knew Brady Bunch. We knew like you guys heard Mama's Family. The all sorts of shit. Like I Love Lucy. We knew of shit that was before our time. Kids nowadays don't know jack shit of anything except for what's happening now.
Yeah,
And
and
the
that was prevalent when Bird Box came out. Like
Right.
like nobody knew that Sandra Bullock has been a thing forever.
Right. She was fucking in Speed. She was in all sorts of things.
I seen
But
pictures.
that's
of
her fault. That's her fault for not doing anything recently.
Yeah. Once she divorced from what's his name, Jesse James.
Yeah.
She kind of stopped doing stuff.
But so my point is like, I think part of this is because kids nowadays live with we're in the streaming era. We can watch what we want when we want.
Yeah.
If I want to watch,
it's not like you have a schedule.
Right.
Like you said, like there was like a time back in the day when we were kids, you had a choice, a channel lineup, and you can only watch whatever was on this
Right.
channel at this time.
if I like
if
one
it-
thing or the thing, I got to pick one. I
Yeah,
can't. They're at the same
yeah,
time. I can't watch both. I got to watch one or the other.
If it's 7 p.m. on a fucking Friday,
You're watching TGIF.
you're watching TGIF.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to watch that, you're watching the fucking news.
Right. Exactly.
So I'm watching TGIF.
Right.
Whether you like whatever their lineup is on
Right.
TGIF, but that's all you're gonna
Right.
watch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fucking kids don't live by that anymore,
Yeah.
and like they can watch, and that's why they don't know jack shit. They don't know what like. Part of me feels like I gained a lot from watching old shows. Like I used to love one of my favorite old shows was Hogan's Heroes, and like even though it was fictional, like I learned a lot about like World War II watching, like they had concentration-esque camps for like military people, which is true.
Were they timeout camps?
Right. Like military people actually had to be put in these camps. Like that was real. Like Hogan's, even though as fake as and comedic as Hogan's Heroes was, part of that was real. You know what I'm saying? Those underground tunnels were real. Like shit like that. Like they don't know any of that shit, man. Like the only shit they know is like shit that like they learn in school and that's it. Like they don't watch anything else. They watch YouTube all day or whatever other bullshit shows they want to
either
watch.
Unboxing videos,
Right.
or fucking Logan Paul.
Exactly. Or fucking PewDiePie.
Yeah.
Like it's
Okay, which PewDiePie, I have no qualms with PewDiePie. Logan Paul, kids can do better. Come on.
But anyway, so it's just like this generation is just like I feel like they're I don't want to say uncultured, but they're just they're missing. I feel like they're missing out on like the greatness of what used to be. What they're like. There's other things that are good that aren't just from right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
No, I get it.
Yeah, because like you said, like when we were kids, obviously we had our likes and dislikes, but we were exposed
Right.
to a wider array of things because
Right.
we couldn't just choose. I want to watch this.
Yeah.
Like if I like this and that's what I want to watch, I have access to that.
Right.
Like when I was a kid, I had like zero interest in like Star Trek.
Yeah.
I'm like I don't want to watch.
But
that.
I'm sure you watched it.
But I watched it because
That's all that was on.
that's all that was on at like 10 p.m. on a fucking Saturday night.
Exactly.
And over time, I'm like, oh, you know what? This is actually not terrible. Like,
Right.
you grow to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Also, probably same thing with music too. Because when I was a kid, I had to listen to my parents' music
Yeah.
because they had money and they were adults.
Right.
And if if my dad wanted
Wanted to listen to fucking Creed.
That's
for
what
8
you-
hours a day. I'm
That-
listening to Creed.
And that's what I was. And that's the thing. That's how I told these kids. Like, you never heard of these artists? Like my favorite now, and because of my father, one of my favorite like groups now is the Beach Boys. I love the Beach Boys, but I love the Beach Boys because my dad fucking blasted them.
Yeah.
Throughout my
And
childhood.
it's not like you just put on your MP3 player and listen
Right.
to whatever you want.
Right. Like my nephews have fucking headphones in their ears all fucking day. Whenever they come over, whenever they have headphones in their ears, they listen to whatever the fuck they want. But like, I didn't get we didn't get choices.
That's why you should, like, when they come over and they're listening to their headphones and they're on their tablets, just like give them like, hey, autistic kid, pay attention. The real world is going on around
Yeah.
you. That's what I told. It was pretty funny that you brought that up because I told my girlfriend that today. I was like, if we ever have kids, I'm not giving them tablets or cell phones so they're in like high school. And she was like, why not? I'm like, because they're gonna become antisocial weirdos. They're not gonna know anything. They're just gonna stare at their phones. And she's like, well,
Right.
I wouldn't deprive my kids. I'm like, you're crazy.
Right.
If you just shove a phone
Exactly.
in front of your kid.
And I as much as I mean, we don't know because we always say like everybody says, well, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that. We don't know if we really are because we might change when we become parents.
Yeah,
but,
I might become a kid. I might become a parent if my kid's like screaming.
Right.
Here. Shut the
Just
fuck
shut
up.
the fuck up.
right. But
watch some unboxing videos and shut the fuck
But
up.
I agree with you, Mom. But like, I personally, that's my. I mean, I don't like I said, I don't know what I'm going to be like when I'm a parent. But my plan is to, like Mama said, I don't want my kids to be stuck in a fucking room playing Fortnite all day. I see my nephew do it, and it drives me fucking crazy. Little fucker doesn't even come out to say hi or anything. Like he's like he doesn't want to say anything because you can't talk to the kid because he wants to play Fortnite all day or watch fucking YouTube videos.
I noticed that when last year my sister had a baby shower, her fiance has 3 nephews, and they're nice kids, but it was a baby shower, and I guess they were getting antsy and they're getting bored. So their mom busted out 3 tablets and 3 pairs of Beats headphones, and like, here,
Jesus
sit in
Christ.
your own world and don't worry about anything. And those kids are just like zoned out. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Shit's fucking wild now. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's move on. Oh, you guys didn't answer my question. How many streaming services
know.
is too many?
Oh, how many is too much? I don't know.
Back in the day, all you needed was Netflix.
All right.
It depends. How many of those am I paying for?
So like right now, I got the reason I'm asking is because like I just signed up for ESPN Plus, like Mamba said, because for 2 reasons. One, the UFC. I'm obviously a huge MMA fan, UFC fan.
And they got a lot of good fights coming
Right.
up on that ESPN Plus.
Right. I'm a Juventus fan, and Juventus is also on ESPN Plus. Most of the games are on. So
And they got the new clothing line. Did you see the?
yeah, I did.
the tag
It's
doing it?
fucking fantastic.
It is fantastic.
If
There's some hating ass motherfuckers.
I know, man, fucking
Hating ass. Man, that
haters.
shit looks fresh as fuck.
Yeah,
that,
it does.
See that black and white sweater with the J across?
Yeah.
That
Next
thing
thing you know,
fucking fly.
yeah.
Junkyard's going to show up with a turtleneck and a big J.
Hey, man.
If he does that, he will be the freshest one here.
Yep. Damn right.
Unless you get one.
I can't argue with that. I'm going to get one to spite you. I'm going to get Juventus.
Oh no, it's a European line, so it only goes up to.
Oh,
certain
damn.
Get him off you,
So-
bro.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Anyway,
I can't argue.
so I have two reasons to get ESPN. For me personally, it's worth it because I'm going to use it up at least once a week when
Yeah.
Juve's playing. So for me, it's worth it. But like, when does it become too much? I have Netflix. I don't have HBO, but I borrow HBO. But I would have paid for it if I didn't have a friend that had it. I have Hulu. I have Spotify. I have what do you call it? What did I just say? Oh, ESPN.
ESPN.
Like it's just becoming. I feel like fuck. Like at this point, why do I need cable anymore? Type of thing. Even though I still want cable because like some of the UFC fights are on regular ESPN, and you can't watch that unless you have a provider of some sort, whether that's a cable or like a Sling or some sort of TV provider. You know what I'm saying? That's not offered, and there's still certain things on TV that you just can't get anywhere else, unless you have like a DVR.
I don't know. I'm going to be conflicted. I read an article that NBC wants to start their own streaming service, so The Office might be taken away from Netflix. And
But
what's the point of
isn't
having
Hulu owned by NBC?
Netflix anymore?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Isn't Hulu owned by NBC Comcast?
Maybe.
Is it?
Conglomerate? I think
I don't
so.
know.
You might be right because a lot of those shows are on there. I thought it was
Right.
CBS. Oh no, CBS is their own, right?
Yeah, CBS has their own.
Like CBS All Access.
That's why I
and
think
bullshit.
CBS All Access. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think NBC isn't that part of Hulu. I thought they were like the same
Maybe.
company.
Then maybe they'll just,
Move it to Hulu.
yeah.
I don't know.
And then I'll be stuck with Friends
I fucking hate Friends.
on Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Anyway,
But doesn't Netflix have
they have Friends. Hulu's got Seinfeld.
Hulu's got
Yeah.
signed? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. See
Those
that?
are the two big shows that
Yeah.
each one bought.
Anyway, so yeah, that's that. Speaking of ESPN Plus, though,
No.
there is a
No.
there is a fight this
My
weekend, guys.
girlfriend doesn't. She says it's stupid.
Well, that's because she doesn't like. She only likes MMA when Conor McGregor's fighting.
Yeah, I know.
And he's not fighting this weekend, right?
No, he's not.
Okay, so then
We don't care.
Well, I care, and I don't care what anybody says. I know for a fact, whether there be 3, 4 people that out of the hundreds that listen to us, like this fucking segment, and for them, I'm doing this
Who? How do you know for a fact?
because people have actually talked to me and told me like
Which people?
how come none of these people have ever said this to us?
because they feel like they can't talk to you.
I need their first and
'Cause
last
you're not-
names. to
you're not-
show-
they're not
show that
MMA
they're real.
fans.
I feel like these people are made up.
So this weekend is the very first fight on ESPN Plus, guys. We've moved from the Fox era of UFC to the ESPN era of UFC.
They're going
This,
legit.
I mean, if you want to call it that.
Nah.
So just having ESPN isn't good enough.
No,
You need-
you in order for you to watch the main event. So the prelims, both the prelims are gonna. Well,
I heard that it's weird. So if you want to watch the prelims, you got to watch them on ESPN Plus.
no, the early prelims are ESPN Plus. The regular prelims are ESPN.
And then you gotta go
And
back.
the main event is on ESPN Plus.
That's stupid. They
It is
should-
stupid, but I understand what they're doing. They're trying to get subscribers to the ESPN Plus, so
Get
that's why they're putting them
subscribers
in.
by making it confusing.
Yes.
Yeah, confusing as fuck.
So if
Right.
it's basically the main event. I mean, let's be honest. People want to watch the main event.
Uh-huh.
The main event's on ESPN Plus. If you want to watch the main event, you have to subscribe, whether it's the free week trial
How
or
much
you
is
pay
ESPN
for it.
Plus anyway?
Five.
Cheap as fuck, $4.99.
A month?
Yes. If you get it for 12 months, it's $49.99, $50. Cheap. I mean, honestly, that's cheap as fuck compared to all the other streaming services.
That's true.
Netflix is what, $11 a month? No.
Now it's like
soon to be
12.
13.
Right. And that's only for 2 streams. And like most streaming services are more than $5. So right now, the way everything is, $5 is nothing. And I was very happy to pay for that for the 2 things that I love.
Hold on, I remember my gripe now.
Can we save it?
No, because this has to do with streaming. So, and
Well, I guess
this,
you better play pause.
and
on
this
that
actually
music.
this actually pertains like to you, Junkyard. Because remember how you were talking about how someone like was being a mark ass trick and someone tricked on you and they took away your
Wake
HBO.
the fuck up.
So, do you guys? I don't know if you remember, but I remember like a while back we talked about how I got Apple Music, and how I used my my Moraine Valley email. I was
Yeah.
able to log in
Yeah.
and stuff. Well, that got taken away.
Why?
I don't know.
They
'Cause
did some-
someone fucking tricked.
They did some digging.
I guess somebody fucking tricked because it's been like I don't know how many years. Everything was working. I
But
was
they
able to-
usually only do that for 4 years.
It's well past 4 years since I've been
Oh.
out. Like well past.
No. It's 4 years from the moment you sign up.
I've signed up when I was at Moraine in 2005.
Oh, they didn't have Apple Music back then.
Yeah. No. I signed up for the email.
No.
I'm saying they took away my email.
Oh, well,
Oh.
they changed. They changed the way they like log in or something like
I
that.
feel that someone tricked.
It wasn't that they resetted their whole system. They just
No. Someone fucking tricked. And I am upset.
It's all right.
how much were you paying with your?
No, well, I'm still paying the same because I looked and they haven't changed my rates, but I think that after 4 years you have to like or after a certain time you have to verify.
It's usually after 4 years they make you re-verify that
They
you're
make
going
you-
to school.
So
Wow.
so I got 3 more years to figure out
What you're gonna
another
do?
edu address, .edu address, email address. I think I could figure it.
Mama's got one.
Yeah, you
look
could
it
have
up.
mine. I'm on my mom's family plan. You could have mine.
I'm already using Mamba's information anyway, so it's all good.
We can all use it.
Yeah, go for
Just
it.
don't use it for Hulu because that's what I'm using it for.
Oh, using it for Hulu?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you actually using it?
Yeah. I asked you that one time outside. I'm like, bro, can I use your information? You're like, yeah, go ahead. I'm like, all right.
Did I really?
Yeah, swear to God.
Don't remember that.
So how much do you get for
All right.
how much do you get?
I'm going to trick. I don't remember that.
That's right. I'll hook you guys up with all the passwords if you want.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Because I get Hulu, Spotify. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Not that I signed up for Spotify, but it gave me Hulu and Showtime all for free as part of the same package. I think it's like $10 a month or no, $5, $10, some shit like that. I mean, it's
Really?
cheap
Even
as
if
fuck.
even if it's 10,
for
it's-
three services.
Even if it's 10, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow, what a good guy I am.
Yeah.
I don't even remember when I do something.
So I'll
nice.
hook you guys up if you guys want to get on my
I'll hook
Hulu.
I'm
You already hooked me up, so
hooking
now
you
I
guys
will
up.
re-hook you back up.
Oh.
I have
If
Hulu,
you-
but
It's it's Hulu, Spotify, and Showtime. So if you need to get Showtime, you
I
guys
think I
want
do
to
need
watch
Showtime.
I'll hook you
all
up.
right, all right. I
got you.
might hit you up for that Showtime.
Yeah. Actually, no, I'm not going to give you anything.
Oh yeah, you're
Wink,
not.
wink.
That's right. That's right.
Because there's some fucking hating ass mark ass
That's
tricks
right.
on this. fucking
Everyone on this show pays for their own
yeah.
streaming
So
services.
I'm not giving you guys jack shit. You guys got to
full
get your
price.
own. Wink, wink.
Everyone pays full price for their own streaming
DM me
services.
later.
All right.
But no, I'm not giving you anything. Even if you
There's
ask
some
nicely.
mark ass
Because
tricks in the audience.
yes, no, you guys have to pay for your own shit. I'm sorry. I apologize.
All right, continue, Junkyard. Back to your
No,
So-
no abusing the system
Right.
here.
Right.
none at all.
Anyway, so
All right, so
Back-
how am I
so
gonna make money?
ES
Who am I betting on?
ESPN Plus. So we are in the ESPN era. I'm gonna go through the main card of this ESPN Plus. I have a lot to talk about.
Let's
on
just
this
get
card.
to the fight that we all.
No.
care about.
I have lots of fights to cover. Let's start with the first fight. The first fight of the main card: Glover Teixeira versus Carl Roberson. Glover being a veteran, light heavyweight, it's been around a long time, fought for the title, lost, versus an up and comer who came out of the Contender Series, Carl Roberson. It's going to be a great fight. I will put my money on Carl Roberson. Carl Roberson, I believe, is
Well, they already do it right there. Go back.
What?
I just noticed that the new UFC.
Oh shit, they do. Good
new
job.
UFC
Well, that's
was-
not, but that's not up to date though, because according to this, Glover's a -120, Carl Roberson's a -110. According to Bovado, which is actually a sports book, Carl Roberson is even. He's even money. So versus Glover's a -130. So I would probably put my money on Carl.
It's still pretty close.
Yeah, it's close, but it's still you still make a little. Actually, you make less money off of, or no, you make more money off of what do you call it? Off of the current odds. Second fight is Paige Van Zandt, my baby girl, versus my other baby girl, Rachel Ostovich.
Yeah, but Paige Van Zandt's more your speed.
Paige Van Zandt-
Rachel Ultravich. She's close to my.
I love
heart.
both of them. They're both sexy as fuck, but fuck, Rachel has been through a lot this last month. Mom, but you can talk about this. It hurts my heart.
For those
talk
who
about
don't
this.
know, Rachel Ostovich was in a domestic squabble with her husband. And
There was not a fucking squabble. It was a
He
beating.
beat the shit out of her. and then they actually have a 911 recording.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Of him threatening to kill her.
And she was pleading for life, and she ran out naked, and like, it was terrible. It was
her
fucking terrible. Yeah,
He's
her
an
husband.
MMA fighter.
He's
too.
also a fighter.
Clearly.
I'm very upset about this because
I mean,
they booked. They originally were going to charge him for attempted murder, and now they dropped the charges to second degree assault.
I don't want to victim blame, but why would you date an MMA fighter?
Because she is also an MMA fighter.
No, it's fine, but why would, if you're a female,
Paige married an MMA fighter.
But there's so many. This guy right here, Joseph Benavidez. Yeah, she's married to an MMA fighter.
Yeah, Paige is an MMA.
This guy is an MMA fighter,
and it's only a matter of time before Paige gets her ass beat.
Dude, you can't just
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't. You
Yes,
can't.
you can.
You can't just
Yes, you can
generalize.
Yes,
all
I can.
MMA fighters are
all
not going to
MMA
beat.
fighters are fucking wife beaters.
The last
Don't
time-
ever fucking date any of them.
The only other time I heard of an MMA
They
fighter
either do drugs.
beating the shit out of was Christy Max.
Oh, War Machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another
Maybe
piece
it's
of
just like
shit.
really attractive. Well, Rachel Olchevich, I think what happened was that she blew up like this year, and I don't know who her boyfriend is.
He's a nobody. That's who he
Look,
is.
this is a
He's a nobody piece of shit.
I'm gonna a public service announcement to all female MMA fighters. Don't date another MMA fighter.
What if you're just
Date any other dude that you can whoop their ass.
But see, that's not always because the thing is with MMA, with female MMA fighters, if you're dating a regular dude, you're usually like feel like shit because they can fuck you up or they're getting more attention than you. Your ego gets dropped.
Would have no problem.
If you're an MMA fighter, at least you can't understand it.
I'm pretty sure I speak for a lot of guys out there. I would have no problem dating a woman that can fight my battles for me.
Well, that's most
None
women.
at all.
Most women could fight your battles for you. Know?
Bro, get him off me.
Bro, get you
Bro,
off or get him off you.
Get you off me, Mamba.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, so this is for me. Not only is this a fight about two women that I find very attractive, but it's a fight that like I feel as much as I love Paige, I'm kind of rooting for Rachel here just because of everything she's been through. She could use a really like uplifting like win, something that'll make her feel good.
You know what'll be a win if
she's-
she fucking leaves her husband. That'll be a
That
win.
would be definitely a win.
That's a win. That's the win she should be going
I don't know
for.
if she's gonna leave him.
She probably won't.
That
It's
which
sad.
is really fucked up.
But anyway, Rachel is underdog. She's a plus 130 and Paige is a minus 160.
Yeah, I'd probably put my money on Paige.
You know what though? Rachel's a really good fighter. This is damn Tony, you're bogus. If anyway, I'm kind of torn here.
Look, I take that back. That was insensitive.
I would.
Junkie, I'm trying to apologize for my
Right.
insensitive comment here.
There's no going back on that.
All right, edit that part out.
My heart kind of is going for Rachel, but my
Your soul.
soul goes for Paige. So it's hard. I don't know.
Either way, it's gonna be entertaining.
It will be an entertaining
It's
fight.
two very attractive women, and you might say that we're being horn dogs, but
I'm definitely going for Rachel.
it's like last 2 weeks ago, it was Amanda Nunes versus
Cyborg.
Cyborg. Two of the most
Manliest looking women.
two of the most handsome women. and like that was a good fight, but now it's two very attractive women
Yeah.
throwing down, and I can't wait.
But isn't what's like Paige's style? Is she more of a striker?
They're both kind of. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, both of them aren't either strikers or grapplers. They're just kind of like. I mean, they're MMA fighters.
Because I mean,
So
I'm not one to assume, but I'm pretty sure one of them could take a hit more than the other. So I'm gonna probably put my money on the one that can probably take a hit.
we're gonna have to delete this whole episode after everything you've said.
I'm talking about MMA fighting. Obviously, if you could take hits, it's good for you, right?
Anyway, let's move on.
Do you want
Jose-
to know a moment I'm not proud of in my life?
Yes.
What?
So, the video got leaked. The audio and the video got leaked of Rachel calling 911.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they saw it, but somehow a video got leaked of Rachel running away
Naked. Yeah.
naked, and I like kind of watched it.
But they're
wait, how?
They're not really like. It was very blurry and like.
yeah,
dark.
but when am I
You
gonna
can't
get?
you
when
can't
am,
really
I,
see
when
it.
am I gonna get a chance to
But
see
you
it?
can't see it
but
though.
who-
Like, can't see anything.
Who was recording this?
I think
One of
it
the
was like-
neighbors.
I
It was a
think-
neighbor. The neighbor that called the cops
Oh, okay.
heard it and they started recording it.
And you could see her like gallop away, but it was very blurry. But I will take what I can get.
I saw it too, but it
you
was
were a
nothing.
terrible person. Man.
Yeah.
You just said she could take a hit.
I'm talking about MMA.
Is that what you were insinuating?
That is exactly what I was talking about.
Anyway, Next fight: Joseph Benavidez versus Dustin Ortiz.
Nah.
This is actually gonna be a really good fight. Joseph Benavidez is the favorite at a -235. Dustin Ortiz a +185. Joseph lost his last fight, and Dustin's on the come up. I mean, I don't know. I would probably say Joseph, but if you're willing to take a risk, Dustin is definitely a live dog in this fight.
Plus, isn't that weight class gonna get X'd out?
It might. We don't know yet.
It depends
But
on.
it depends on if I think if we'll get to that later. But if Henry Cejudo wins, it might not. Anyway, next fight: Gregor Gillespie, the best fisherman in the UFC, versus the Hawaiian Yancy Medeiros. Gregor is the favorite at a minus. Well, according to this, -550. Let's look at the
Boring. Don't care about either.
minus
of those.
550, and
I don't
Yancy
care-
is a
I don't-
plus
I don't-
375.
I don't care about either of those because they don't have an interesting story. So let's move on to the next.
Damn, that guy's a -550.
Yeah,
Now that's a story.
Gregor Gillespie's a fucking beast. Yeah, don't
what-
bet on this one because Gregor's gonna fuck up Yancy.
Is that why he's a minus
So
550?
yeah,
The next one's even.
I don't know.
the
I
next,
think I think Yancey's where the money's at.
the
So-
next one's even bigger.
so
-600.
the co-main event is speaking of this is
How is he a minus 600?
hold on, listen to this.
Because he's
So you want to hear interesting
Oh,
stories?
that tattoo.
You want to
I
hear?
mean, if you have a tribal tattoo across your whole body like that, you gotta be a good fighter.
So we were talking about
Look at Brock Lesnar.
Rachel being she was a victim of assault from her husband. The co-main event is Greg Hardy versus Alan Crowder. If you guys don't know, Greg Hardy used to play for the Dallas Cowboys, ex-NFL player who beat the fuck out of another female. Got pretty much expelled from the NFL for beating a woman and taking PEDs. This piece of shit is fighting as a co-main event on the same card as a victim of.
Damn.
But she talked about
Assault.
it. She said
She said she didn't care
she doesn't know who he is. She never heard about him.
until this, but still, irregardless, he's a piece of shit.
So basically, what you're saying is the UFC is just full of domestic abusers, just like every other sport.
No.
Well, he was originally a football player.
Yeah, he was originally he was an NFL player. He was an abuser when he was in the NFL.
You watch football, right?
I do,
Okay.
but I didn't know that.
You're just as bad.
No, I mean he probably sucked.
He actually was not terrible. Anyway,
What team did he play for?
the Cowboys. Anyway, irregardless, so Greg Hardy is fighting Alan Crowder. I don't understand why this is a co-main. This is his first. He came out of the Contender Series, so this is his first like real UFC fight, and they made him the fucking co-main.
They should have had.
This is just stupid.
They should have had Rachel and Paige as a co-main. That would
That would have been a great co-main. Anyway, whatever. Greg Hardy's a -600. Alan Crowder's a
They should
+400.
have had Greta Hardy versus Rachel.
If you want to support, a, that's terrible. That's
no,
terrible.
Rachel-
I'm just saying for equality.
Rachel and Paige tag like.
You guys are both terrible. Anyway, if you guys want to support a fucking wife beater or a woman beater, go ahead and bet on Greg Hardy. But my money is at Alan Crowder. My +400. Those are odds.
That's where the money's at.
That's where the money's
Alan
at.
Crowder.
Main event of the night. Henry Cejudo versus TJ Dillashaw, champion versus champion. You got the flyweight champion of the world, Henry Cejudo, gold medalist, versus the bantamweight champion of the world,
Gold medalist in
TJ
what?
Dillashaw.
Wrestling.
Wrestling.
That's not even a real thing, is it?
Yeah, it is. Anyway, the word on the street is if Henry loses this fight, they are going to get rid of the flyweight division, and they will just have that bantamweight division will be the lowest weight in the UFC. If Henry wins, then they may continue it. So Henry is the underdog at according to the UFC site, it's a +170. But he's a +170, and TJ is a -200. This is a tough fight to call. TJ is going to be bigger, but he's cutting a lot of weight to get down to that, to what Henry's.
Well, how much is bantamweight?
Bantamweight's 135,
And how much is flyweight?
125. But you got to think about
I know he already
TJ cuts
weight.
to get to 135. Now he's got to cut more weight to get to 125. That's like 30 pounds almost.
I did see a video of him. He did look.
Super thin.
Yeah.
I feel like, and Henry does cut a lot of weight, but he's already used to that's his division, you know?
Yeah.
He's used to that division. He's a champion in that division. He beat Demetrius Johnson, like the best flyweight of all time, to be the champion. So
That's
As-
arguable.
Who else? There's no other better flyweight than
I'm talking
Demetrius
about
Johnson.
him beating him was arguable.
Well, that you could go either way. Whether you think he did or not, he won. That's not arguable. He's the champion. So, I say, like I said, TJ's cutting a lot of weight. As much as he is the favorite, I honestly would put my money on Henry. That's just me. I'm going for Henry.
But you love
plus
T-
170.
You love TJ.
I only love TJ when it's against fucking douchebags like Cody Garbrandt. When it's like against, if it was him versus Dominic Cruz, I'm Dominic Cruz all the way. In this fight, I am going for the messenger, Henry Cejudo. And he's a plus 170, so go ahead and, you make some money off that.
I'm gonna put $100 on Alan Crowder and watch my money pile up.
Hopefully that's the case.
So if I put $100 on him, that means I win $400.
Yep.
So if you bet 1,000,
So bet 100 on Alan Crowder, bet 100 on Henry Cejudo. You got a cool $570.
what if I bet
right there.
1,000 on each?
Ooh.
That's some real.
Well, you
money.
get $4,000 on Alan Crowder and 1,700 on Henry Cejudo. That's almost $6,000 right there.
money. Winner. Where's your fucking
Trying to
new
make-
where's your new soundbite?
You're trying to make money moves?
I'm trying to make money moves. That should be a soundbite. Play your chicken dinner.
Oh, fucking mama made me change it.
I didn't make you do anything. You are your own man, and you make your own choices.
Anyway,
They're terrible choices.
winner, chicken dinner. There. Better?
Yeah, that was terrible.
All right, let's move on, shall we? I would skip this, but our very dear friend Bernard sent us this, so I'm going to do it real quick. Let's get through this right fast. That is our news. So yeah, real quick.
Hurry it up.
Yep,
it's
I'm going.
Smashing time.
Woman caught hiding 4 stolen Rolexes worth $108,000 inside her vagina.
Oh, I heard about this. I didn't. I don't know.
So, Delajora Brookins, 29, of northeastern Miami-Dade, met businessman Ramon Diaz last Tuesday night in a club before heading back to his hotel room. The night didn't really go as planned, though, for him, at least, as Brookins allegedly made him run for it with 5 watches valued at $108,000. As reported by the Miami Herald, Miami Springs police say the couple left Mango's nightclub in Miami Beach to head back to Diaz's hotel room. While Diaz freshened up in the bathroom, though, preparing for the night's antics, Brookins got down and dirty in a slightly different way. Because when the businessman came out of the bathroom, he noticed his date had disappeared along with a Crown Royal whiskey bag containing 5 Rolex watches. Diaz wasn't letting the alleged thief escape that easily, though. He then reportedly ran after his date and tried to stop her when he saw the bag inside her purse. As she hailed a taxi outside the Clarion Suites, Diaz demanded his watches back. However, Brookins was determined to keep hold of the goods and allegedly hit him over the head with an unknown object. As all this happened, an employee of a hotel called the police, who attended the scene immediately. Upon a search of the surrounding area, they found Brookins in a nearby alley. During the arrest, officers could only find 1 of the stolen Rolexes and couldn't find the other 4, despite conducting a search of the area. Once inside the police car, Brookins, who has a tattoo on her left arm that reads "whore," banged her head against the window and bit officers, police say. The woman was charged on Wednesday with grand theft, resisting an officer with violence, possession of cocaine, and battery. She was also charged with criminal mischief after she urinated on the floor of her holding cell. Where were the other stolen watches? Well, this is where it gets interesting, because during the strip search, corrections officers say they discovered Brookins had hidden them inside her vagina. Brookins was released from jail after posting $22,000 bond. A hearing is scheduled for February 7th.
She managed to post 22,000 bonds.
Well, it's only 10%, so it's $2,000.
That's still. If I got put in jail, they're like, "Yeah, your bail is $2,000." I'm like, "Well, might as well get comfortable."
Can I get a pillow?
Yeah. We're gonna be hanging out for a while, officer.
What's your first name?
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's pretty hilarious.
She must have one strong vagina.
One ginormous vagina.
There's 5 of them, right?
Yeah,
That has to be like 2 pounds, 3 pounds.
a lot more than that probably. I don't know.
You want to know something funny?
What?
I was thinking about it. Remember when we were in Vegas and we acquired some working girls?
I don't remember that.
Okay, me neither. I don't either. But
if we did,
Tony's lighter went missing.
yeah.
Yeah.
What if one of
It was. We never checked.
we never checked their prison pocket?
Oh, why?
Your lighter is in some girl's cooch right now.
Anyway,
That is. You know what?
That's exactly what.
That is exactly where it went. And that was a nice lighter too.
yeah.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
Tony did his gripe ready. Mamba, you got one?
I thought I did, but then I forgot it. So skip me for right now.
I also do not have a grape.
Really? I guess life is good.
You unprepared
Life-
ass motherfuckers.
Dude, I came up with tons of shit. All right.
But not a grape.
I just don't have anything to gripe. I have to take a piss right now. That's my gripe. My gripe is that this podcast is taking too damn long.
Your gripe
I gotta
is your
urinate.
small bladder. All right, we'll just end
Wait,
it.
where
then.
we at? Because how long?
2 hours.
All right, we'll just.
Let's just do last
we're good.
last segment. Last one of the day.
Too many questions. There's too many questions.
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
Dear Tony and Mamba, I'm writing you about dating in these modern times. Lately, I have become perplexed at the vanity and immoral behavior now associated with the task of dating. I am a single man living by myself with no responsibilities but my own. I am looking for someone who will fit into my lifestyle. Unfortunately, I have encountered some roadblocks that keep me single. First, I am not looking for a ready-made family. Second, I am in a position to analyze her last relationship, I'm not in a position to analyze her last relationship, which left emotional baggage. Third, I am definitely not looking for someone who isn't business or life-oriented.
I don't need to hear anymore.
What I want
This
to
guy sounds like a fucking stick in the mud.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, like, okay, I already have my response, but
what
continue.
what I want to find is someone who doesn't have a long history of suitors or life issues that cause further relationship problems. How do I go about separating the disposables from the possibles?
Anybody that
Dating in
Okay,
2019.
I'll tell you right now, the problem is that you are a disposable.
Yeah, you're a twat.
You're a fucking twat. You have a laundry list of quote unquote, like basically demands that you want. Wait, scroll up. How old is he?
He doesn't. I don't think he said how old
Did
he
he say
was.
how old he was? Scroll up.
Judging by the fact
No,
that
he doesn't.
But he's hold on. And he's hold on.
judging by the fact that he referred to them as suitors, I'm saying he's
Yeah.
right around the young age of 75.
He's got to be older because he's talking about dating in these modern times,
Uh-huh.
which means that he has some knowledge or some type of perception about dating in the old times.
Yeah.
So he's got to be like in his 40s. So he obviously, he's not looking for a ready-made family. So obviously he doesn't want to. He automatically wants to cut out any girl that already has
A kid.
He's not in a position to analyze her last relationship, which at your age you're not going to meet someone that has not been in a relationship, unless you're R. Kelly. Ah, yeah, see what I did there? That is what you call cross. What the fuck's that term?
I don't know.
Anyway,
And
not looking for someone who isn't. All right.
business or life oriented.
Yeah. How do I go about separating the disposables from the possible? You just look at yourself, and then you realize that you are the disposable. So everything you're not is what's possible. And I'm
Mamba, you agree with that?
Oh, I definitely. If this guy's not a senior citizen, he's probably what I like to refer to, or the internet refers to, as a neckbeard. Neckbeards are usually overweight gentlemen. They have gross facial hair covering their double chin. They wear what is known as a tribly, often mistaken as a fedora. Also, they usually wear long black jackets.
He's definitely an incel.
And it has a collection of samurai swords that he's ready to use.
For those that don't know, are you familiar with the term incel?
No.
You don't know what incel is?
No.
Incel is involuntary celibate,
Oh.
which means that
yeah,
you're
you're
obviously
celibate because not
have
because you want to, but
you're
because
celibate
nobody's
because
gonna
you got
fuck
no
you.
fucking choice.
Yeah.
They
Exactly.
feel that the reason why they're celibate is because society has made it impossible for them to have sex, and they blame
society. Which
That would have been a good Urban Dictionary word of the day if we wouldn't have cut it out. Just saying.
All right, we'll do it next
Well,
week.
we just told you what it was.
But that would have been a good one.
No, how many in all the times we recorded have we ever used the word incel?
Now, like 3 times.
Basically, he's an incel. Okay,
Yeah, he's an incel. He's a neckbeard incel.
Nobody's trying to fuck him.
No.
And nobody's trying to fuck him. So
Not only is nobody trying to fuck him, but he has the gall. He
Yeah.
has the audacity to like make some demands about the type of girls he wants to fuck.
Nobody's
Like
fucking him.
motherfucker, you will take whatever you can get, and right now that's 0.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
that's basically it. So get off your fucking high horse.
Yeah.
All right. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1. Follow us on Twitter at New Kids on the Pod. See us on Instagram at New Kids on the Pod. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. Shoot us an email, newkidsinthepod@gmail.com, or leave us a voicemail, 774-40-NKOTP. All right, Mamba?
In a world full of streaming service, you could listen to R. Kelly on iTunes or Spotify.
All right.
Stream it while you can.
Yeah.
We will catch you next week, maybe, guys? Right.
Yeah, I like to think so.
All right. Catch you next week. Kissies on your dickies.
At a red light, but the things you sit around. It's so rich, oh you know this. Cause they focus to watch them things spin around. Yeah, let the track ride, there we go. Look at DJ. Look at me, and it's all. Look at that, and it go. Top sing, girl. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. Can't you see? Check it out.